What's it like being forced to be a kept man? I've transmigrated to a place where being a kept man is the norm. I've gained a clingy and overbearing CO, and a pure and innocent girl who obeys my every word, plus countless other girls trying to win me over. To be honest, I think I can handle being a kept man here. My name is Zhang. I was just an ordinary office worker, living a monotonous 996 lifestyle every day. One day I saw the moon in the sky turn red. Then I lost consciousness. When I woke up, I found out I had traveled through time. My name hadn't changed, but my appearance and age had completely changed. Not only that, my dad actually became a house husband. The tough guy I admired, Longji, actually became a pretty boy. Young boys from past emperors and famous people have all turned into women. Women dominate the world. I call this world the world of men living off women. I'm a 24K straight guy. Yet here I am feeling frustrated like this. Then my phone rang. How? The door is about to open. This belongs to Longji, the one with the floral sleeve tattoo. The one who dares to take responsibility, the guide to my path of true manhood. He actually turned out like this. How let's go buy face masks. We still need to get our nails done later. In this place where men and women have swapped roles, my mindset is really about to break. What is this, a tattoo shop? I grabbed Longji and rushed inside. The boss gave each of us a tattoo of a blue dragon, the full back kind. Zhang, how are you crazy? I'm not crazy. Today, I'll make you remember what a real man is. Where did this obedient boy come from, little brother? Boys can't easily get tattooed. I'm furious. Today I'll show you women what a real man is. What true masculinity looks like. Then, with a paffed sound, they started bleeding from their noses. I've completely lost it. I want a green dragon on the left, a white tiger on the right, and an old bull on my waist. Hand on my chest, I swear. I absolutely must become a real man again. Exhausted from all the commotion, I returned home. I suddenly noticed someone sitting on the sofa. A woman. So beautiful, who is she? Haha's back. I remember now. Dad remarried here. This is my stepsister Zhang Konkan and my stepmother Zhang Yan. We will be living together now. Why has he been staring at me like that? It's as if he's a hunter watching his prey. By the time I returned to my room, I was physically and mentally exhausted. Am I going to become a weakling in the future? What a joke, like opening a parallel universe. I don't want to be a sissy. I have to find a way to travel back. The toy bear I threw out, it bounced off something elastic. It flew. Is that Sister-kun? How do you miss your sister? Sister-kun, I'm sorry. I didn't know you came in. How, what's wrong? Your face is so red. Do you not feel well? Let me take a look, dear. Do you prefer to be active or passive? What if there's a place where all the women are active? It would feel like your whole body is tingling, losing bone density. This physiological reaction is exclusive to men. There's a way to detect a man's virginity. Can you accept that? Anyway, I Zhang Hao can't accept it. Before I time traveled, I was a tough true man. Real men should pilot Gundams. Real men should open bottles with one hand. I must become a real man here. I will travel back. After playing with Sister Kin Kin until I was exhausted, I drifted off into a sweet dream. In the dream, someone was calling my name. Zhang Hao, who's that? In the middle of the night, I opened my eyes, and there was a pretty girl sitting by my bed. Holy crap, who are you? Don't you remember me? Or did I bring you here? He leaned in and pinched my chin. He teased me again. When I saw her eyes, I remembered. I crossed over because I saw the blood-red moon. So it's you? Who are you really? Why did you bring me to this damn place? You can call me the god of the blood moon. Didn't you used to say you had no girls, that you were still a virgin? Isn't it great that all the girls here like you? What a mess. Not a single normal person. Send me back immediately. You can go back if you want, but you must complete the task. That is to become a real man here. Not only can you go back, but you'll also have me. Otherwise, you'll be assimilated here and turn into a weakling. Hope you enjoy your time here. After she said that, she disappeared. I got up and brushed my teeth, staring at myself in the mirror. I'm actually a bit effeminate now. How on earth am I supposed to complete this mission? I can't rely on this lazy mission alone to go back in time. I also need to find someone to conduct scientific research. But I'm a broke high school student with absolutely no money. How am I supposed to pay anyone? Forget it, let's figure out how to make some money first. Kunkinji's gentle voice came from the kitchen. How, wake up. Come and try the breakfast your sister made. Come in, Kunji. Sigh, if all the girls in the world were like Kinkinji, then I could just barely manage. What is a real man? A real man takes the initiative. A real man works out. A real man dares to take responsibility. A real man double taps the tiger-tooth girl. A real man can open a bottle cap with one hand. My name is Zhang He. I traveled through time. I ended up in a place where I am forced to live off others. A goddess named Blood Moon. Sasami a task. That is to become a real man here. Today is a school day. Let me teach these kids what a real man is. Wang, could you help me open this? No problem. What the heck? Is it really that weak? A man can't even open a soda bottle. It's nothing. Let me help you. Time to show my true strength. I'm pretty tight. Using 80% of my power. Let's go. It must be my posture. Let me take 3 deep breaths to build up my strength. Open for me? Sorry to interrupt. Thank you. I've really become someone who can't even open a bottle cap. Handsome guy, do you need help with the bottle cap? Let me help you. Don't fight me for it. Even if I become the male idol of thousands of girls, it still can't ease the pain in my heart. I really am so weak. It's lunchtime. What is all this? Auntie, I'll have 1 serving of vegetables and 1 serving of spinach. They're all small portions. No rice. The guys here all have such small appetites. Auntie, I'll have the largest portion of braised pork, super large one, and a large portion of rice too. How, don't eat like that, you'll be laughed at. Longji is sitting by the window. Who's that girl who looks a bit lonely over there? Her name is Minyu, the new transfer student. She doesn't like to talk, but I think she's quite beautiful. Long, are you interested in her? A real man just goes for it. Let's go, I'll show you how it's done. Hi, my name is Zhang Hao. My name is Shane Yu. This is Ling Elong. Don't you want to talk to us? No, I don't know what to say. Let's be friends. That's right. Real men should be this straightforward. Real men won't ignore a helpless girl. I think I've got the hang of this mission. Thank you. It's nothing. Now I'm 1 step closer to being a real man. Haha, what's wrong? It's nothing, just feeling exhausted. Haha, did I look cool when I just shot the ball? I knew it, you're a basketball player. This is basically 3 basketball players in the same frame. Isn't this a gender swap? Why doesn't the girl take off her shirt while playing basketball? Wow, the handsome guy's butt is so perky. What the heck, bro, everything's so messy here. School is more stressful than the 996 work schedule. I want to go back and find my mom. How, I have something to tell you, huh? I've liked you for a long time. Please stay with me. I'm holding a blade of grass. Isn't this the standard male model pose? Sorry, I'm not ready to have a boyfriend yet. I'm leaving. Why is my damn good look so outstanding? How, even the top student in your grade likes you. What should I do? I'm so jealous of you. Brother Long, please speak properly. I can't take any more. Who can handle having a woman like this at home? Today I was just at home listening to some beats. Sure enough, real men should listen to rock. Suddenly I heard a knock on the door. How, sister. Can I come in? Come in, Sister Kun. Sister Kinkin opened the door and came in. How, what are you doing? Listening to music. The moment I saw Sister Kin, I felt a heat surge in my lower abdomen. There was warm liquid in my nostrils. I couldn't help but want to sneeze. I'm a real man. I held it in. What's up? How? Is this the benefit of having a goddess sister? I really love it. I really love it. Let me hear what you're listening to. Little sister. When did she come over? I can't remember when. So How likes listening to rock. Our How is truly unique. Kinkin scent really smells great. Our How is really exceptionally charming. Kinkei's. This expression is so yander. I feel like I'm about to fall for it. Damn, who can resist this? Go to the comment section and speak the truth. Real men don't lie to real men. At this moment, the angel and the devil in my heart are arguing fiercely. The angel told me I must hold on. A real man must resist temptation. Otherwise, he's no better than a beast. The devil says nonsense. A real man should act when it's time to act. Don't take what's handed to you. You're worse than a beast. What should I do? Damn it, I don't care anymore. I uncontrollably grabbed Kinkin-ji's shoulders. With a thud, I pushed her onto the bed. Kinkin-ji Hoa, when we faced each other, I dared not look her in the eyes. But Kinkin-ji suddenly laughed and said, How do you like playing like this? Damn, who could resist such teasing? I'm losing my mind. My hand uncontrollably reached out to her. Sister Kin, why aren't you resisting? Suddenly a woman appeared in my mind. She was wearing glasses. I couldn't see her face clearly. She said, You're mine, you're not allowed to go anywhere. Holy shit, who the hell is that? This is a huge shock. I was so scared that I immediately gave up. My body Are you alright? How, your face suddenly looks so pale. I'm fine, I might just be a bit anemic. I really don't know how to explain this to Sister Kin. I just need to rest for a bit. I feel so guilty. I almost couldn't hold back earlier. Kun-kin suddenly hugged me. So this is what it's like to bury your chest in someone. I've so lucky. Men are made of water. How, you need to take care of yourself. Wait, men are made of water. Then women are made of water seeds? I know. Kun-kin is really gentle. How is really well behaved. Kun-kun, I can't breathe. Kun-kun, I want to cut my hair short. What do you think? Sure, How, whatever you do, your sister supports you. After Kin-kin finishes speaking, she gives me a head pat and a smile. I'm so lucky. Why wait, let's do it now. Let's get a haircut today. A new look starts with the hair. Boss, give me a crew cut. Just cut it, don't make it too good looking. What, this is the first time I've heard such a request. What does he mean? The boss truly lives up to being the boss. I've got it, you have to listen to a man's words backwards. What this handsome guy means is to cut it to look better. Don't you worry, handsome. How's this, handsome? Is it okay? It's okay, I really live up to myself. There's no way to make it look bad. It actually looks cooler, sigh. Although this hairstyle isn't tough enough, but still very handsome. He even got his hair cut. Next, I am really gonna start over here. Let me take a look. What clothes go well with this hairstyle? Oh my god, what are these? These buns are huge. I can finish one in a single bite. Let alone having such a sister at home. What time will you be home? Anyway, I'll go home immediately after I get my hair cut, Dad. I'm back. Dad saw me and spat out dozens of ounces of blood. Your hair? Why did you cut it so short? What boy cuts his hair this short? What if I can't get married in the future, Dad? What's wrong with How? Oh no, I bumped into something while panicking. So bouncy, it's Sister Kin? Why is she laughing like that? Sister Kin held my head tightly. I could barely breathe. Dad, don't get too upset. What on earth is going on? She cut her hair like that? Can you blame me for being angry? Kunji finally let and looked at me. I don't know if it's because I held my breath for too long, but my face actually turned red, and Kinji wasn't about to be outdone. He's completely mesmerized. Kinkin. Dad, I think How looks pretty good like this. Please don't be angry first. I'll talk to him again. Thank you, Inkun. I'm your sister. Of course I'll protect you. How come my room? Sister has something for you. Am I about to enter the goddess's room? My heart is pounding. I was in a rush when we moved. Sister didn't get you a gift then. Here's a belated one. How do you like it? Wow, Kunji, this is too precious. It's not expensive as long as How likes it. Sister will buy you anything. What's with this CEO and little wife vibe? How much did this cost? I should also buy Kinkin a gift in return. This can't be real diamonds, can it? After getting a haircut, I only have this much money left. I can't even afford a thing. Hep//u.example.com/note. I replaced the incomplete URL. Please provide the full URL if available. This is the domineering CEO novel I just wrote. Hep//u.example.com/note. I replaced the incomplete URL. Please provide the full URL if available. What the heck is this? Look at this crap he wrote. That's right, why don't I write a novel too? Quick payment for manuscripts. Fast money. Let's just expand the original worldview. Write as a novel. It'll have both a selling point and a good story. Let's just call it The Real Woman in a Male-Dominated World. If you were to rate this girl, what score would you give her? I give her a perfect score anyway. This is May, my first love before I time traveled. Today I will confess to her again. With my good looks, I'm sure I can succeed. I'll definitely make it. After school, I whistle as I head home. My phone makes a ding sound. It turns out my novel has been signed. Finally, I have money. No matter where I am, money is still important. No matter what. We should celebrate. With the current budget, let's just buy a 1 yuan popsicle. This is the Jinshi convenience store. I can't believe I saw it again. My vision is slowly blurring. Many years have passed. I thought of her again, the first time I met Sister Amy. Although she was a senior, she was very petite. But she resolutely stood in front of me. Sister Amy is the daughter of Uncle Jin, who owns the small shop next to my house. Zhang Hao, so our families live so close to each other. Sister, let me treat you to a drink. At that time I was thinking, is this what first love feels like? From then on, I kept running to his house whenever I had the chance. Every little smile of his would captivate me like that. Finally, one day, I gathered the courage to confess to him, Sister May. I like... She silently looked at me for a few seconds. Saha, I'm sorry. Sister likes muscular men. You're still too young. I was rejected like this. But now everything is different. Here, I'm a heartthrob. This time I will definitely succeed in confessing. Aim, you stay home and don't go out to work hard. When will you earn enough money to marry a husband? Dad, you're so nagging. When have I not worked hard? I do manual labor every day. Someone said Sister Amy seems to be at home. Is anyone there? This is... Sister Amy, my first love. Nothing has changed at all. Sister Amy. I felt like a duck with its neck squeezed. I couldn't speak. Exaho, wow, where did this hero come from? The ground trembled with that kick. I was so scared I sat down on my butt. Did how I'll get a haircut? So handsome. You? Don't come any closer. Pay attention to the shadow on the ground. I feel like the sky is being covered. Is Howell looking for me for something? Looking at this angelic face? My eyes are getting watery. This arm could race a horse. The tough guy who can have someone stand on his fist is actually Sister May. Damn it, God. Give me back Sister May. Haha hasn't come for a long time. Can have some watermelon. Looking at these dragon-like muscles. A drop of crimson begins to drip from the corner of my mouth. Sister Amy, it's okay, you don't need to. How? Don't be so polite with me. Quick stop. The chair broke. After a moment of awkwardness, the gentle and thoughtful Sister Amy returned. How are you okay? Let me help you up. I can't hesitate any longer. No need, Sister May. Just watch me do a graceful flip and instantly fly off. I'm fine. Then I'll pick up my empty wrist and pretend to check my watch. It's getting late. Sister May, I have something else to do. I won't disturb you today. I'll add me on WeChat before you go. While Sister Amy is interested in me. Next time for sure. By the time I say this, I'll already be 100 meters away. Goodbye, my first love. I didn't expect Sister Kin to do yoga. Wow, that yoga instructor is actually a guy. Does she think I'm a weakling? To save my male dignity. Today I'm arm wrestling Kun. Whoever loses lets the winner do whatever they want. I'm ready. After the fright I got at Jin's convenience store, I hurried home. Looks like I need to sign up for Muay the classes soon. This way I'll have some confidence when I meet Jin Gang Niu. How's back? Sister Kin, are you home? Whoa, what's this? Sister Kinkin's figure is incredible. I gulped down a mouthful of saliva. Is Sister Kinkin practicing yoga? Yeah, I'm tired of the women at the gym. Let's see how this kind of exercise for boys is. Wow, yoga's actually practiced by boys. The ancients weren't wrong. How, you should try yoga too. Boys being too thin and weak isn't good. What if I get bullied at school? Could it be that in my goddess sister's eyes, I'm a weakling? This is absolutely unacceptable. Grab Sister Kin's hand. Since you say so, do you want to try an arm wrestle with me? Sister Kamile. Sure. How about the loser agrees to do something for the winner? With this win or lose, I don't think I'll be at a disadvantage. Alright, let's go, huh? It's about to start. Alright, I'm ready. This isn't just about the arm. This is my male dignity. I must start putting in more effort. In my past life, I went through every hardship, just to survive and support my family. Now I am being treated like a delicate, cute girl. I can fall down so easily. Hao has already done quite well to last this long. It seems like she didn't use her full strength at all. My hand hurts, I can't go on. Persevere. Even if my body can't keep up, but I still need the determination of a man as solid as a rock. Alright, if this continues, Haha will get hurt. Then Sister Kin gave a light shout and I was knocked over. I didn't even hear the sound of cracking walnuts. Sister Kin used her other hand to cushion it. Sister Kin is really so gentle and considerate. Haha, you've worked hard. You worked really hard just now too. Does your hand hurt? Sister Kin is holding my hand and gently caressing it. I don't feel angry at all for losing. I'm fine, Siskin. I'll accept my loss gracefully. Is there anything you want me to do? Kunji grabbed my hand and touched it to her cheek. Her face instantly flushed like a peach blossom. Sister wants to try the feeling of a knee pillow. Knee pillow, wow, there's such a good thing. I want to try it too. I should have just given up earlier. Okay, no problem. The moment I finished speaking, with a heikshi sound, Sister King fell onto my lap. This is a reversal of roles. Hao's legs as a pillow are indeed as comfortable as I imagined. It's heavenly. Sister Kinkin is too far forward though. The legs should be lower down. Sister Hao, can you lie down a little longer? Of course, absolutely. Lie down. Lie down however long you want. Real man always ready to help. As the saying goes, a gentleman uses his words, not his fists. I was just about to have a heart-to-heart with Kunji, but the next second she tackled me. Kunji, let's talk this over. The pressure is immense. Help, I can't breathe. To change my image, I took Longji to the mall today, but while we were eating, a stranger took a photo of us, and it was posted on a social media platform. Hey, didn't we just part ways? Why are you calling me now? Haha, you're trending. What the heck, you should check. You're already #5 on Weibo's trending list. I don't even believe it. How far can one photo really go? Holy crap, this is too much. Forget it. Once the trending topic dies down, everyone will forget about it. Since there's nothing to do, I'll just watch a game live stream and relax a bit. What is it? Oh my gosh, this is really hard to watch. At least the game section looks a bit more normal. If I start streaming games, would I make money faster? How is sister is back, Kunkin? She's been working all day. She didn't even know Hao has become an internet celebrity. Kunkin, you already know about this. I went out with Long Long today. Why do I feel like Sister Kinkin is a little angry? Yeah, we went shopping for clothes. Sister Kinkin suddenly, without warning, pounced on me, heavily pressing me onto the sofa. How were you harassed by any strange people? I thought you're the strange one. No, sister, don't worry. I can protect myself. How, you are too naive? The women here are much more complicated than you think. If any woman bothers you, you have to tell me. And next time you go out, make sure to let me know. Okay, Sister Kin, help. I can't even breathe as suddenly Sister Kin's phone rang. She finally got off me. What'd I just see? Why is Sister Kin's phone wallpaper my photo? Did she secretly take this photo? I captivated 1 million fans with just one hand in the shot. I received millions of gifts on my first live stream. Even the owner of the streaming platform is watching my broadcast. This newcomer has great potential. If we sign them, they will definitely become the company's cash cow. Speaking of which, now that I'm an internet celebrity, I'm being chased and surrounded by people every day. I'm too scared to even go to school now. I had to ask Sister Kin Kin to help me get a leave from school. Feeling bored, I started researching game live streaming at home. Why did all the characters turn into females? Fortunately, the rest of the design hasn't changed much. Let me give it a try. The controls feel pretty good. Youth is good. My hand speed and reflexes have almost improved enough. Let's start my first live stream tonight. Mom, Dad, Kunji, I'm going back to my room. After dinner, I couldn't wait to return to my room. Kunji watched me walk upstairs. She seemed thoughtful. Come on my first live stream. What's wrong with that person over there? Wherever I go, he follows me there to catch me. Then let's kill her first. That opponent, the Gale Swordsman, are you using cheats? Fans, that player's skill level just now was 1. He must be cheating. To the opponent, if you're not cheating, I'll eat my mon or live on stream. I'm already cheating, and I still need to cheat. Who do you think you're looking down on? I'm not cheating. If you don't believe me, let's have a 1v1. You create the room and I'll join. Finally won. The other team was pretty good. Whoa, why are there suddenly so many people on my live stream? So it's the other team's fans coming to troll me. What, you're saying I'm cheating or a tomboy? Let me tell you, I'm a guy. I'm not using cheats. If you don't believe me, come one-on-one. I'll show you my hands operating. Wow, it's only my first day streaming and my live room is already blowing up. Even Fish God is watching the stream. My operation is right here for all to see. Whoa, this hand's kinda impressive. The chat exploded in an instant. Everyone's asking me to show my face, go hang out somewhere else, haters. Who told you that if someone's hands look good, the person must be good looking? Well, this time, I guess you were right. At this moment, somewhere I don't know, there's a woman watching me in my live stream. This new person is interesting. Over 1 million people watched on the first broadcast. If we sign this deal, it will definitely become the company's cash cow. I was surrounded by a group of female delinquents not wearing underwear. They said their leader wanted to itch my wallet. I told her, your socks are already torn and you're still talking about itching. She replied that if I didn't comply, she'd deal with me on the spot. What should a real man choose in this situation? Half an hour ago, I was having dinner with Longji. Who knew it would be so fast? I received a signing invitation from the live streaming platform. Longji said that with my looks, I'm sure to become a huge star. Then I can become an all-powerful internet celebrity and live a life of luxury and indulgence. As we were walking home lost in our daydreams, I discovered someone was following us. I sent Longji away. I just wanted to see who it was. I didn't expect it to be a group of troublemakers without underwear. These few streets are actually under their control. Hey little handsome boy, how are you doing, sis? Who are you, big sister? You don't even know our Leah G? She's the boss of this area, Lu G. If you don't recognize her, speak up. There's P. Fast forward. The little thug was about to curse at me, but she got a punch from Sister Liu. You can't be so rude to a handsome guy. Sister Liu's gaze towards me was filled with possessiveness. Maybe it was too much female secretion. Her excited face turned red. The little handsome guy has a lot of personality. I like cute guys, you misunderstood. Sister wants you to be my boyfriend. 10,000 yuan a month as allowance, how about that? Isn't this the dream of all the salted fish? And she's quite good looking. But remembering the Blood Moon Goddess's mission, I can only refuse her kindness. The price isn't satisfactory, we can add more. The handsome guy didn't consider it. I turned and walked away without looking back. Unexpectedly, his sister Leo turned around and pulled out a short knife. After all, knives and swords have no eyes. If I disfigured the handsome guy's face, I couldn't bear it. How dare she threaten a real man? I turned around and said, let's try it. This line is between cow and cow, see? I stunned Lu Ji for a moment. I seized the opportunity, raised my hand, and knocked her dagger away. It was the perfect chance to test out the Muay I just learned. Before the dagger hit the ground, I turned and delivered an elbow strike to Liu Ji's chest. She wasn't wearing a bra, so the impact was doubled. This time Liu Ji was truly enraged. I unleashed a devastating kick with all my might. It looked like I was about to kick her, but she easily blocked it. I used the force to land next to the short knife. With a weapon, I'm still not afraid. Sister Lee stopped the rampaging subordinates. I want to face this little wildcat alone. I understand that I gained the upper hand earlier by catching her off guard, but women have an innate advantage in this place. I need to think of another way. I dodged Lu Ji's powerful punch by tilting my head. Then I pushed her back with another knife strike. With my other hand, I quickly took out my phone. I've already called the police. I advise you to stop attacking. This tactic actually worked. Alright, I won't attack anymore. The handsome guy is not only skilled, but also very smart. Watching me leave, the possessiveness in Sister Liu's eyes intensified. It seems she won't give up until she gets me. No one knows that there was a punk girl behind Sister Liu, who actually recorded the whole thing on her phone. I don't even know who I sent it to. At this moment, 2 women are talking in an office. President Wei's subordinates found a good prospect. The chairman said we should sign him. He will definitely be successful. This brainless female godfather wants to play poker with me, the one who pays. If I don't come, she'll force me. For the safety of my family and friends, I had no choice but to agree to meet her tonight. But at that moment, the domineering female CEO who wanted to take me out appeared again. What should a real man choose? Half an hour ago, Longji and I were out shopping, but we didn't expect to be secretly filmed again. At that moment, a large group of people appeared in the distance. To my surprise, it was Sister Liu without her hands. What are you filming? Sister Liu, it's nothing. Sister Liu grabbed her by the neck. She snatched the phone and said, "Are you looking to die? You dare to secretly take photos of my man and be in the same frame with other women. Lily, I'm sorry. I was wrong." This person was pinched by Luji, tears and snot everywhere. It looks like he's about to pass out. Come with me to see your brother-in-law. Ha! Zhang Hao, we meet again? How did Sister Liu get here? Sister Liu really is the boss around here. The punks who are confronting me are all scared now. It's only been 2 days. But do you know how much I've missed you? I didn't even dare to wear my little panties to bed. Someone just took a photo of you. I brought it to you. Do whatever you want with me. What are you trying to do? Sister Liu suddenly struck a seductive pose. She took a deep breath. Then she took a bouquet of roses from her younger brother's hands. Please go out with me. I genuinely like you, Zhang Hao. It's not just the kind of liking you have while playing poker. As long as you become my boyfriend, you can have whatever you want. This trick really caught me off guard. Why the hell aren't you following the usual pattern? Sorry, I can't date you. If there's nothing else, please step aside. I didn't expect Sister Liu to not react. Can you accept this flower? Damn lady, get your facts straight. We only once, and you pulled a knife on me. Now you're acting all sweet bullshit. Sister Liu threw the flowers and told everyone behind her to leave. Is she gonna fight again? She actually turned and walked towards Long. You're Zhang Hao's friend Lin Ailong, right? Holy shit, are they gonna go after my friend? Isn't it normal for me to care about my male idol's friends? It's just that many of my sisters like this type. If they grab him and take him to the back mountain to make rice, I can't stop them. Using my friend to threaten me? How about my male idol and I go for a drink tonight? Sure, just tell me the time and place. 7 Pyongsi Lights Bar. My male god, I'm waiting for you. At this time, a luxury car drove up from a distance. A woman got out of the car. It's her. This aura is really awesome. That's Zhang Hao. Hello, Mr. Zhang Hao. Our general manager Wei would like to see you. Please come with us. This is a domineering female CEO who doesn't wear a bra. All she wants is to make me her private possession. She wants to fight me at the drop of a hat. Don't rush to refuse. There's basically nothing in this world that I can't do. This woman is not easy to deal with. I just finished dealing with the underworld boss, Sister Liu. Someone wants to take me out. Hello, Mr. Zhang Hao. Mr. Wei wants to see you. Please come with us. Is this ever going to end? Is it really necessary for someone to block me twice in one day? Sorry, I don't know any Mr. Wei. This is what they mean by first courtesy, then force. This situation. Even a real man would have to back down a bit. Lead the way. This woman's aura is so strong. She's the only one who can stay calm after seeing my face. So far, it's just her. Her secretary said earlier that her name is Wei Nan. She's the president of Fengong Media Group. At this moment, President Wei actually stands up on her own. She walked toward me with a swagger. She looked at me like I was a product. She studied me for a long time. Not bad qualification. There's nothing like you on the market. Sign this contract. I can make you a star. What? What the hell is this? I don't intend to be a star. I don't need you to promote me. Excuse me, I'll take my leave. Don't be so ungrateful, a high school student like you. This is Mr. Wei talking to you personally. What? The secretary is even getting handsy with me? Who do you think you're talking to? I said I don't need it. I grabbed her with my other hand and threw her to the side. There's no such thing as don't hit a woman in this world. At that moment, I suddenly felt a strong wind rushing toward my back. I didn't expect this woman to be a trained fighter. I tilted my head and dodged her jab. I immediately countered, aiming for her most vulnerable spot. With a loud slap, she actually managed to lock my arm in place. This is my ultimate move. Even Sister Liu can't avoid it. High school boys still have a few tricks up their sleeves. This is a bonus point. Thanks, but Mr. Wei, I'm afraid I am not worthy of your kindness. At this moment, she actually let go of my hand. She turned around and said while walking, don't be in a hurry to reject me. There's basically nothing in this world that I can't do. Take some time to think it over. Send it back. Yes, Mr. Wei, this woman is not easy to deal with. This brainless female boss wants to take me down. If I don't go, she will hurt my friend. If I don't lie flat, she'll force me. And she even wants to take videos and pictures and post them online. Can I escape? This video is specially made for boys. I hope you guys learn from the male lead. Only then can you prevent GG. For tonight's banquet, I've prepared a full set of equipment. A recording pen, a small knife, pepper spray. Should be enough, right? I took a deep breath to calm myself down. I then sent a message to Long, saying that if I hadn't received my call by 8:30 p.m. to call the police. I arrived at the Lights and Bar on time. Lu Jie's men were already waiting for me at the door. Zhang Hao. Our boss has been waiting for a while. Lead the way by now, I'm all in. Inside the private room, Luji was already relaxed. There were a few girls serving her. It really feels good. Sister Lee is here. After seeing Sister Leo, I got straight to the point. I'm here today to settle our issues once and for all. I don't want any more connection with you. Sister Lee sneered, this is a bit tricky. How about this? Tonight you first play cards with me. Let me relax for a moment before considering what you just said. I know this is impossible. If this continues, I'll call the police. You can call the police, but I'm just seriously pursuing a guy. Is that wrong? Sister Lee, stop wasting time with him. Just take him now. And then take photos and videos. If you dare resist, post it online. Let's see if he won't obey. This older sister is really a great help. My voice recorder is still on. Sister Lee smiled in satisfaction. My little sister might actually have a point. With Sister Lee's approval, the little thug immediately took out a knife. She even took out a knife. If I refuse, are you still thinking about silencing me? Sorry, but I brought something too. I pulled out some pepper spray and sprayed it all over. Then I took the chance to pull out a knife. Before the thug could react, I had the knife against his neck. You're pretty bold, huh? I'm leaving. Don't send anyone after me. Unless you want to see blood on the streets, attracting the police won't be good for you. I grabbed the girl and pushed the door open. Now no one dares to stop me. Zhang Hao's mother has plenty of time to play with you. At this moment, I had the girl send a message to Sister Liu, telling her about the recording. If you provoke me again, I'll call the police. This is making Sister Liu so angry she's about to explode. This little bitch? No wonder she was so bold earlier. While I was desperately running, I didn't notice someone was watching me from behind. Mr. Wei Zhengho is fine. A woman not wearing a bra, showing you such an expression. Do you know what to do? Sister, can we really be together? Of course, no one can stop us. A sister don't. Last night, I spent a passionate night with Sister Kin. Sister, why are you crying? Didn't they say women bleed but don't cry? Sister, you're crying because you're so happy. I can be Hao's family. Being with Hao. Sister, you're so lucky. Did Sister Kin cry because I mentioned family? Actually, coming here has allowed me to have things I never had before. At least I have a complete family now. Dad won't have to be lonely anymore. Thinking of this, I couldn't help but grip Sister Kin's hand tightly. I pressed it forcefully against my face. As long as I'm still alive, I will protect this family well. I will make sure everyone is happy. Sister Kin, the future is long. Our family will definitely be happy forever. Sister Kin looked into my eyes. Her face was getting redder and redder. I could even hear her heart pounding. She shyly turned her face away. Sister usually doesn't cry easily. That was just an accident. I still didn't let go of her hand. Sister Kinkin, thank you for treating me like a real family member. Silly little brother, of course we are a real family. Tonight Oha will sleep with you, sister. Listen, Kinkin G, are you sure we're going to sleep together tonight? Yes, Dad and Mom aren't here. Sister is afraid Hao might be scared. I thought this reason is really 100 points. As expected, Kinkin J. And Sister has been wanting a chance to talk heart to heart with Hao. Kinkin G, what do you want to talk about? Sister Kinkin didn't say anything. She just gazed at me affectionately. I only stole a glance at her body from the corner of my eye. The demon in my heart immediately woke up. It was screaming at me, hurry. What are you waiting for? A sudden move could break through this thin barrier. At that moment, Sister Kin actually added fuel to the fire and pressed forward. What is this feeling? The fire inside me is making me sweat through my pajamas. Just when I was about to lose control? Bao. What kind of girl does Hao like? Probably someone gentle and kind. Someone who's delicate and dependent. So Hao likes gentle types. Are there students like that in the school? I actually pictured Min Yu-ho in my mind. But she's not the delicate type. I'd say she's more of the adorably awkward type. So I shook my head. Sister Kin, however, seemed surprised. No one but Hao is still studying. It's not good to fall in love too early. Sister Kin suddenly hugged me, pulling my face towards its soft mass. Hao is so handsome. Sister always so worried. Leaning against this warm softness, I surprisingly didn't feel a single bit of lust. Only warm happiness remained. I unconsciously slowly closed my eyes. Sisterkin, don't worry, I'm very strong. I wake up drooling. I touch the bed sheets next to me. Didn't I sleep with Sister Kin last night? Could it be a dream? Sister Kin, she's not here. I push open Sister Kin's bedroom door. No, today is the weekend. Is Sister Kin going to the lab too? I walk towards Sister Kin's bookshelf. So many books. Seems like my sister is a real academic star too. I'll pick a novel to read. The Secret of the Handsome Cousin? This book title is really something. I'll just read it then. Sister, can we really be together? Of course nothing can stop us. Sister, no. What the heck, it's actually a hentai? Could it be that Sister Kinkin really has feelings for me? No way. Yesterday, Sister Kinkin was so touched when I said we were family, that she cried. I was so frightened that I quickly put the book back. Suddenly a sharp pain hit my head. A scene appeared in my mind again. The girl with glasses was the same one I saw last time. She shouted the same thing to me, "You are mine. No one can take you away." Here it comes again, what's going on? This brainless woman suddenly groped me there. The reason, she wanted to teach me how to go viral on livestream. Who says streamers have to sell sex to become popular? Today I'll teach you something that gets women all hot and bothered. I'm spaced out during today's livestream. My head's full of those racy images from that book. Could Sister Kin really be interested in me, her little brother? And those images keep popping up in my head. I still can't figure it out. It feels like live streaming has hit a bottleneck. The number of viewers and the popularity aren't increasing anymore. It's not easy to make money from live streaming. System message. Canceling won't cost anything, right? Confirm. The administrator wants to meet with me. Alright, but like I said before, I won't do any R-rated content. Let's first take a look at her live streaming plan. Plan 1, tight hot pants and explosive dance moves. Plan 2, sexy virtual girl and male idol. Plan 3, cardio workout with a fit male idol, sweating it out online. I knew it, I really shouldn't have expected anything. The How I'll Live streaming platform is really putting a lot of effort into you. Did the administrator come over to have a face-to-face talk with you? I don't know either. She told me to come here. Let's go, we'll head inside. Hi, How? I'm your livestream room administrator, Song King. You can call me Sister Song. This is my friend who came with me. I've already looked over that plan. To be honest, I'm not very interested. I have a pretty good sense of your personality. You can disregard the first 2 options, but I suggest you try the last one. It might have unexpected results. She suddenly looked at me seriously as she said this, and took a sip of her coffee. She suddenly stood up with a swoosh. She touched my chest. Your chest looks good. You must work out regularly. You can wear a bra and live stream your workouts. We don't do anything fake. We have the real deal here. Your figure is really convincing. This way we can also differentiate ourselves from those other flashy streamers. Just think of it as exercising and streaming at the same time. How's that more acceptable, right? How, I think what she said makes a lot of sense. Okay, starting tomorrow, I'll wear a mask and live stream a half-hour workout. No more showing my face. But showing off the chest? I disagree. If you woke up in the morning and saw this scenery, wouldn't you exclaim, wow? And then be reluctant to get up for school or work? If she stretches like this when she gets out of bed, it's definitely because she misses your silly head, so she didn't sleep well. Remember, you must leave the dog's head and help her relax her muscles. Also code a couple of segments, then she will come to find you again tonight. I had a strange dream last night. In the dream, I went back to my childhood. At that time, I seemed very lonely. I always quietly stood by the window, staring at the sky. Suddenly, a voice sounded behind me. Aren't you going to play with anyone? I turned around. It turned out to be a young lady wearing glasses. Then let's be together. She smiled and extended her hand to me, but her appearance and expression gave off the feeling of a final boss in a game. I don't remember if I reached out to her. I only remember the next scene was terrifying. He knocked them down one by one. He knocked all the children who approached me to the ground, until no one could get back up. Only I was left kneeling on the ground, crying. You look so scary. I was scared. Seeing her, covered in wounds, I was only filled with fear. Suddenly she grabbed my collar with both hands. She looked at me with a blank expression. We promised to always be together. You can't be afraid, come home with me. My head hurts, did I have a nightmare last night? I can't remember anything. My neck is so... Did you do any strenuous exercise last night? Why does it sound like a woman's breathing? Holy crap, what's going on? Why is Sister Kinkin on my bed? Maybe I startled her with my sudden movements. Sister Kinkin slowly opened her eyes. Good morning, how? You should get up for school. They say a woman's appearance when she first wakes up in the morning. This is a true reflection of her inner heart. The ancients were not wrong. At this moment, Sister Kin looked like a little wildcat just waking up after a full meal, rating laziness and serenity. I actually felt like I was living a married life. Good morning, Sister Kin. Why are you sleeping on my bed? Kun got up and sat up. She stretched in a charming way. I came over last night to see if you kicked off your covers. Sleeping How was so cute. So Big Sister couldn't help herself. I can't respond to Kinkin's answer. I can only cuff strategically. Kunkin, I'll go wash up first. We're gonna be late. How, hurry up and go. When I get a new car, I can drive you to school. On the way to school, I was scrolling through my phone. An advertisement for Taekwondo caught my attention. Suddenly, someone spoke from behind. Zhang Hao. I can do this too. It was Manhwa. The one who just spoke was actually her. You can do this too. When did you learn it? I've been learning since I was little. I can fight. You owe it. Do you really like these things? Like guns, fighting, and stuff? Yeah, my grandmother was a soldier. I want to be a soldier someday, to defend my country. So I've been practicing since I was little. That's great, Yua. Could you teach me too? Class is still early. Let's go to the warehouse behind the playground. Just the two of us? Then I'm willing. Is this considered an exchange, Zhang Hao? An exchange, I guess so. Okay, I'm coming. Only the sound. Yuho was already in front of me. She's so. It's a bear hug takedown. It's over. Zhang Hao, you lost. Yua, get off me first. I saw that. The girl's first kiss was actually given to my ear. I didn't expect it to hit my most sensitive spot. She spends every day at home studying jade hot trends in Fober, but doesn't even know what a boyfriend or girlfriend is. Zhang Hao, do you like this? I think we should change positions first. When should we talk again? How about after my uncle leaves? Zhang Hao, you lost. Yeah, Yua is really amazing. Give up. Yuhua's face suddenly turned a little red. So can I get a reward? What a reward? I don't think we mentioned that. Before I could respond, Yua suddenly leaned in and cupped my face, planting a kiss on my ear. Holy crap, what's going on here? My brain completely short-circuited. It was the kind of crash where even the restart button doesn't work. It wasn't just a kiss. She was gently nibbling my earlobe while twisting a little, teasing me. This skill isn't something just anyone can master. On my reaction, I only knew that the men here have sensitive constitutions. I never imagined my sensitive spot was my ears. Time seemed to freeze at that moment. Hit my weak spot, my brain went blank. I had no strength to resist at all. I don't know how long it lasted. Yua finally looked up. Zhang Hao, do you like it? Ooh, who could resist this? Why is Yua suddenly so proactive? So strange. This shy contrast, it's killing me. I was just about to stubbornly say like what? Then I saw Yuhua's shy little expression. I still couldn't help but tell the truth. I still quite like it. But Yuhua, our current position, is not ideal in every sense. Get down first, okay? Why do you suddenly do that? Who taught you? Huang Yuanyuan sent me a lot of movies. I taught myself by following along. Huang Yuanyuan sent these, it can't be let me see. Huang Yuanyuan said these are all great things. She watches them often, and everyone who watches them has to leave a comment. Leave a cute dog head, I like the dog head. So I studied seriously. I see that both men and women communicate like this inside. As expected, I knew it would be like this. Huang Yuanyuan is such a pervert, she didn't even leave a single hint. This is too much. Zhang Hao, did I do something wrong? This isn't how men and women communicate. Wait a minute. Actually, that's not right. What I mean is, we can't communicate like this in real life. Don't listen to Huang Yuanyuan in the future. Ask me first if you encounter anything strange. Hey, what role am I playing now? Zhang Hao, when can we communicate like that? I want to be like just now. What's that called? What it's called doesn't matter. You must remember that only boyfriends and girlfriends can do that. Don't kiss people casually in the future. Let's go. We have class. Shall we be boyfriend and girlfriend? Do you know what boyfriend and girlfriend means? I don't know, I guess so. Then let's talk about it when you do. Zhang Hao, can we communicate now? No. Zhang Hao, can we communicate now? No way, 88. Zhang Hao, can we communicate now? No way, this is the third floor. How did you get up here? Haha, what exactly does Yuha want to communicate with you? Don't ask. If you do, it's because I'm too handsome. Zhang Hao, hello, who are you? Zhang Hao, you really are the kind of guy anyone would want to marry. Finally, Ivy found something on you. This female CEO has me under her control. She only made eye contact with me once, and dug out the desires I've been hiding deep inside. She only said a few words on the phone, and already got me wanting to see her right away. Zhang Hao, I don't just cultivate stars. I can also fulfill your wishes. Just now I remember you. You're President Wei's secretary from Fengong Group. Go ahead, what's the matter? Last time I wasn't polite. Sorry, I'm here to apologize and also to tell you that President Wei has been wanting to meet you again. There's nothing to meet for. No matter how many times I will refuse, let's not waste everyone's time. Zhang Hao. Actually, I'm just following orders. I won't be able to explain myself when I go back. Could you try calling Mr. Wei and have a chat? You can use my phone. Mr. Wei is really impressive. Last time we faced off, I didn't come out on top. Alright, you call her. I'll stay here and clear things up with her. Mr. Wei. This is Zhang Hao. Your secretary contacted me, saying you wanted to see me again. My thoughts are the same as before. There has been no change. I know your time is valuable. There's no need to waste it on me. Zhang Hao, you long to be as powerful as a woman, don't you? How did she know? You hate being seen as a weak man. I've seen many like that. I could tell the last time we fought. Zhang Hao, I don't just cultivate stars. I can make your wish come true. I can give you more time to consider. Think it over before you answer me. This woman is truly formidable. She hit my weak point right away. Looks like I really need to meet her as soon as possible. Wow, that car is gorgeous. Who are they sending to school? What's there to envy? He must be a frivolous guy kept by a rich woman. Sister Kinkin, I'm going in. How? What's wrong, Sister Kinkin? How's hair is a little messy. Okay, I'll go quickly. Sister is watching you enter the school gate. Sister Kinkin actually fixed my hair by the roadside. It made me a little blush. Lu Feng, if you dare to act arrogant with me again, I'll destroy you. Ever since Sister Kinkin drove me to school, the school form exploded. Everyone started avoiding me. Classmates spoke to me in a strange tone. They actually thought I was being kept by a rich woman. Zhang Hao, come to my office. Did you know about what's been said about you on the school forum recently? I just found out now. This has caused a very bad influence on school. The teacher hopes you can stop before it's too late. Hold on, teacher, there's no need to say stop before it's too late. My older sister is the one who drives me to school. She'll be here soon. Hello? Teacher. I'm Zhang Hao's older sister. I'm the one who drives Zhang Hao to school. I'm sorry, Hao. I'm sorry that you were misunderstood by your classmates. It's okay, Kinjin. I can handle this myself. You should go back to work. Handsome Long went to check for you. They said it was Lu Feng and his gang behind this. Did he go alone? Why hasn't he come back yet? Why is there no signal here? And no one's coming. What if I can't get out of the bathroom here? Hurry up and pick up, please. Let's split up and search. See if anyone has seen Longji. What have you found? Has anyone seen him? I found something, a classmate. They said they saw him near the restroom behind the playground. Lu Feng and his group were there too. It's Liu Feng again. Is he out of his mind? Longji, are you inside? How you finally came? I thought I would never get out. Lu Feng and those bastards. Longji, move aside. I'll have Yuho break the door. Yuho, break the door open. Damn, this is really impressive. What happened? Did Liu Feng and the others do this? Not only did they lock me up, but they also poured milk on me. I'll get back at them for you after school. Zhang Hao, what are you doing? You're morally corrupt and bullying your classmates. Be careful, I'll tell the teacher and get you expelled. My sister has already come today to clarify the rumors, and the classmate you bullied is right here. Didn't you know there are cameras behind the playground? Admit your mistake and let me record a video. I'll let you go this time. If you act arrogantly again, I'll destroy you. The school matters are settled. Let's go. Yua, let's go together. Have you heard of Wei Nan? I've heard of her. She's the current head of the Wei family. She's very impressive. How does the Wei family compare to yours? I'm not sure, maybe about the same. That's still very strong. Looks like she's indeed not ordinary. Since we have to meet anyway, how about tomorrow? I'm in for a treat today. Sister Kin actually invited me to dinner. How, you've had a rough day. Sister will treat you to a good meal to cheer you up. So good, it's been ages since I last had a drink. Sister, let me pour for you. Mom and Dad aren't home tonight. How can let loose a little. Mom and Dad aren't here? Why do I feel like there's a hidden meaning in her words? Why do I feel like I've been set up? It's been 3 days since our last call. He still hasn't contacted me. Strange. Why do I keep thinking about that little man these days? Come in. Mr. Wei, Mr. Wang from Kingtone wants to have dinner with you. To discuss the land in the west of the city. Right now? I understand. Prepare the car. Sister, is the place where we're having supper really this fancy? How had a tough day at school today? Your sister specially brought you here for a nice meal as a treat. So thank you, Sister Kinkin. Sister Kin is really so kind. How, you're being too polite. Let's go quickly. Sister Kinkin is not just kind, so beautiful. The inside is really impressive. There are so many people here. I can feel a familiar aura of power. Did I just see Wei Nan earlier? Was it an illusion? This is so lavish. How, if you want anything else, just order it. Sister Kin, can I have a little drink? I'm adult now. I haven't touched alcohol since I came into this world. I'm really dying for a drink. How, since you're an adult, of course you can. Mom and Dad aren't home tonight. How, you can let loose a little. Sister will pour it for you. Hurry, let me take a sip. It feels so good. It's really been a long time since I had some alcohol. I used to be known as a hero in the world of alcohol. How, you can't just drink. It's bad for your stomach. Eat some food first. It's so enjoyable to have a bite of food and a sip of alcohol. I'm full. I still feel a little dizzy. How, are you drunk? It's okay, Sister Kinkin. Maybe I drank too much too quickly. I'll go to the restroom first. What the heck is going on? How did I become such a lightweight? I used to be able to drink a whole gin 500g. This is so strange. Let me wash my face with cold water to wake up first. What's going on? Hello, why is she here? What the heck? How did you end up in the men's restroom? Take a closer look. This is the women's restroom. No way, I actually went into the women's restroom. I was just saying I saw a guy who looked pretty good. Let's go Trigi together later. Sure, we must win this. Oh my god, this is such an embarrassing public moment. This really is drinking ruins everything? This female CO is trying to go head to head with me. What should I do? I've changed my mind now. I don't need you to sign with Fengong. As long as you're my man. Kinja seems off today too. How is so cute when he's drunk? Anyway, we'll end up together sooner or later. Tonight, I actually wandered into the women's restroom. This is such an incredibly embarrassing scene. This is really what comes of drinking too much. Luckily, I had a quick wit and hid in the small room. I'll sneak out when no one's around. I understand why you want to hide. But why do I have to hide with you? Oh no, I got excited and pulled Wei Nan in too. I had a little too much to drink and my brain short-circuited. Oh really, that's perfect? Oh man, that person's making a lot of noise inside, planning a bomb or something. So Knave? He's definitely doing his business in the toilet. You wouldn't understand. Whoa, what are you doing? Are you crazy? Don't you understand? You're the one who should be panicking, a defenseless little man. What the hell, little man? What's that supposed to mean? Why didn't you call me? I've been waiting for you for 3 days. This woman isn't bad looking either. My face is even redder from drinking. I originally planned to meet you tomorrow and clarify things. Who would have thought I'd run into you tonight? Now I've changed my mind. I don't need you to sign with Fengong, as long as you become my man. Hold on. This posture means you're trying to challenge me. How could I back down? Do you have some kind of CO complex? This is only our second time meeting, right? To be honest with you, the last person who said that has already disappeared. You're talking about Liu Xin. She's involved in illegal transactions. He was detained by my people. What is this person to you? If he's suspected of breaking the law, why didn't you hand him over to the police? Men really love to worry about unnecessary things. Say whatever you want. There's no one outside now? Let go. I need to hear your answer today. Here's my answer. I suddenly scratched there with my other hand. I hope I picked the right spot. What are you doing? Sure enough, she immediately let go of me. Her face flushed red and her whole body trembling as she tightly squeezed her arms. I was right, turned and ran. It turns out even a CO is ticklish. But to be fair, Wei Nan's handling skills seem pretty good. Having escaped the women's restroom, I'm already stumbling. Kunkin is waiting for me outside the door. Why has Haha been gone for so long? Is he feeling unwell? I'm fine, Kun. I might just be a bit drunk. I actually couldn't stand up. I collapsed right into Kinkin's arms. Okay, be good, let's go home and rest. My eyes can't even stay open. What kind of alcohol did I drink? It's so... I can still drink. I don't want to sit at the kids' table. I've completely blacked out. Haha is so cute when he's drunk. I can't help. Anyway, we'll be together sooner or later. Am I dreaming? Sister Kin is so beautiful. A beautiful woman in my dreams. What's wrong with doing something a little naughty? The man is turning the tables. Tonight, Sister Kin treated me to dinner, but I shamefully got blackout drunk. Just as I was falling asleep, Sister Kinkin sneaked into my room. How, you look so cute when you're drunk. Just one kiss. Anyway, we'll be together sooner or later. Sister Kin held my hand and gently stroked my face. She seemed nervous too. Hey, didn't we agree on just one kiss? How many have there been? Maybe my body sensed something different. I suddenly opened my eyes slightly. At that moment, I must have been half asleep, half awake. Am I dreaming? Even feels like springtime. Since it's just a dream, then I won't be polite. Mighty man's come back. Don't look at my body now, it's weak. But this move is still the mightiest of the mighty. Sister Kinkin in my dream seems very nervous. Her face and neck are covered in sweat. How she softly calls my name. The angel and the devil inside my body have awakened again. The devil says in my dreams a beautiful woman is in my arms. What's the harm in doing something naughty? The angel says no, you can't. Sister Kinkin is like a sister. She's been so kind to me. Can't do this. Damned angel. Can you respect Sister Kinkin's thoughts? At this moment, I finally recalled that rule. In situations like this, the devil's words are often the right ones. Since that's the case, I bent down and kissed Sister Kinkin on the forehead. At that moment, the last flicker of clarity in my mind suddenly went out. So I had no choice but to fall back into a deep sleep, collapsed in the midst of towering mountains. How did you fall asleep? Surprise. Shyness. Disappointment. Regret. At this moment, Sister Kinkin must have mixed feelings inside. Will she be able to sleep tonight? Sister Kin gently patted my head. The slight lift of her lips revealed her little sense of triumph. After all, we successfully overcame several small hurdles tonight. She got up and covered me with a blanket as I slept soundly. It's truly fortunate to have such a sister. I hear women like Kinkin like roses. Just leave 3 roses in the comments section, and you too might meet such a wonderful woman in the future. My phone suddenly vibrated. It was Zoyan. Kinkin picked up my phone and pressed the answer button. Hello Zhang Hao, you finally picked up the phone. You've been distancing yourself from me at school lately. Do you think I'm too annoying? I truly like. I'm Hao's sister Xiao Ying, right? Hello, sister. I'm Zio. Xinghao's friend. I know you've been chasing Hao for 2 years. I also have something to tell you. I won't agree to this. Hao won't date in high school either. I hope you can give up on this. Stop bothering him, goodbye. Without waiting for a reply, Sister Kin hung up the phone. How? When will you truly belong to me as sister? After saying that, she kissed my forehead again. It's okay, sister, we'll take it slow this time. I will control myself. It's daylight now. How long did I sleep? What happened last night? I think I blacked out from drinking. Is my body really that weak? I had dinner with Sister Kin last night. I think I also had a strange dream. What the hell, what is this? The reflection of me in the mirror. My neck and chest are covered with strawberries. How, you're awake? Could it be that the dream last night was real? How is allergic to alcohol? I'm a professional doctor, you know. Look, it's not serious. It just looks a bit exaggerated. I don't believe you for a second. This beautiful sister is so naughty. Zhang Hao, this little man really gets on my nerves. He still hasn't called me. Now whenever I close my eyes, all I can think about is him. The Zhang Hao bring him to the villa. It was just this morning. What the heck, what is this? My neck and chest are covered in strawberries. Hao's awake. Could it be that the dream I had last night was real? Oh, Hao, so you're allergic to alcohol? Allergic to alcohol? What the heck? Isn't this strawberry? Let me see how serious it is. Your sister Kinkin is a doctor. It's definitely an alcohol allergy. It's alright, nothing serious. It just looks a bit dramatic. Hao just needs to be more careful on his way to school. I don't believe you. This pretty sister is quite mischievous. Sister, I'm a professional. Hurry up and get ready for school. Otherwise you'll be late. How, it's the dog days of summer? Why are you wearing a turtleneck? Aren't you hot? I'm a man, men don't fear the heat. Damn, I'm about to get heat rash. It's to cover the wound on my neck. Suddenly someone grabbed my collar. You're Zhang Hao. I warn you to stay away from Zhou Ying. He is the person our Lin school idol has taken a liking to. My gaze gradually turned cold. I softly uttered 2 words, let go. This guy really didn't understand. Finally, I had a chance to put into practice what Yua taught me. I grabbed his wrist, twisted, and threw it. He was sent flying. This move is really effective. This person can't even get up from the ground and is still talking nonsense. Lin saved me. His strength is greater than most women. This sounds so awkward to me. No wonder Zhou Ying is so captivated by this man. My name is Lin Zhongzhong, nice to meet you. How? This is Lin Zhongzhong from Zhou Ying's class, the basketball team captain. Hello? I'm not in the mood to mess with you. Take care of your own people, and if you care about Zhou Ying, go find her. If you're incapable, don't blame others. Really, I'll keep that in mind. Zhang, the campus heartthrob. We'll have plenty of time later. After getting rid of the trouble, Brother Long and I continued on our way. Suddenly a cool breeze appeared ahead. Seeing this ribbon, I knew it was you, Hoa. Zhang Hao. That person just now said something to you. Do you want me to go help you teach him a lesson? Definitely not. You're the kind of person who could kick a horse to death with one blow. No ni Yua. Just continue teaching me martial arts. A man should strengthen himself. At this moment, in the swimming pool of a super luxurious villa. This little man Zhang Hao is really driving me crazy. He still hasn't called me. Manager Wei. Now whenever I close my eyes, all I can see is him. Now I can't wait any longer. Did Zhang Hao bring him to the villa? Zhang Hao, I've changed my mind. I don't want you to sign with Fenggong. I want you to be my man. Now when I close my eyes, all I can think about is him. Now I can't wait any longer. Bring Zhang Hao to the villa. Just now, it's time for secret training. Bring Longji along for training today, too. Our physiques are too weak. I want to get back to having 8-pack abs. To restore my former glory. I must become the strongest man on earth. Zhang Hao, are you talking about abs? Wait, Yuho, isn't this a bit inappropriate? I didn't see anything. Yuho looks so slim. I didn't expect her abs to be so well developed. I'm jealous, and her skin feels so smooth. It'll probably take me some time to get like this. I was too focused on the immersive touch and admiring her. I did notice the rare shy expression on Yua's face at all. You two are acting weird. You actually touched her, and she didn't resist. Yeah, why don't you reject me? If you want it, I'll give it to you. That sounds so sweet. How I feel like she's really strange. She listens to everything you say. Why don't you get her to do something else? Like that thing. This girl really never rejects me. Let me try, Yua. Give me all the money you have on you. How? That's not what I meant. As soon as I finished speaking, Yua immediately started rummaging through every pocket. I only brought this much today. The rest of the money is in my phone. The payment password is, stop Yuho, we were just joking around. Someone might misunderstand if they see this. They might think we re-involved in some shady trade or something. Xia Yua, why do you always do whatever I say? We re-friends. Friends can refuse. I only know she didn't have any friends because of family issues. I didn't expect her social behavior to be so distorted. I suddenly remembered what Yua said when we first became friends. She said from now on we were friends. We have to be together for life. We can't be separated. Is this how friends are? This child seems to have a misunderstanding about friendship. Yua, friends aren't like that. Friendship is equal. You need to have your own judgment in the future. If you don't want to do something, don't do it. Yua just looked at me blankly. I don't know if she understood. I'm in such a good mood today. Working out and sweating feels so good. Why is the road so quiet today? Why do I suddenly have a bad feeling? I really should have taken a different route today. Little brother, where did this little girl come from? Would you like a piece of candy? Why are you all alone so late, little girl? We are doing a social practice activity to spread warmth to strangers. The teacher asked me to give out all these candies, or else I want to get my little red flower reward. Are elementary school kids this competitive now? Alright, finish it, and then I'll take you home, okay? It's too late, it's not safe. Thank you, little brother. I put the candy in my mouth. What kind of candy is this? Why does it smell like smoke? Suddenly I felt a sharp dizziness. I didn't have time to react. I lost consciousness. I don't know how much time passed. I suddenly opened my eyes. You're awake. Holy crap, who are you guys? What the hell is going on here? As I thought, you're not Zhang Hao. What? Just now with the F asterisk ask asterisk, I've been kidnapped. What's going on? My feet are tied to, holy crap. Whoever am I? What do they want to do to me? So many strong women. Are they going to harvest my kidneys? Mr. Wei, he's awake. What's you? You actually kidnapped me? That's illegal. Also, weren't you the little girl who gave me candy? How can grade schoolers smoke? I'm 30 this year. I just look younger. Well, this is too much. Alright, all of you get out. Little man, be good. Don't disturb me while I'm working. You don't want me to disturb you, yet you tied me up. Don't you have some kind of CO syndrome, woman? Hearing this, Weenan suddenly stopped writing. She got up and walked towards me on the bed. You actually dared to run away last time? And now you're being insolent to me. Time and again you defy me. Do you really think I won't do anything to you? Hey, what are you gonna do? To touch me? You kidnapped me for this? I don't understand. What makes you think I'd be your man? Actually, you're not interested in me that way, are you? Am I right? Actually, did some research on you. Weenan Co Fengong Group and the current head of the Wei family. The Wei family used to be involved in a lot of shady businesses, but after you took over, you not only turned over a new leaf, but also consolidated all the family businesses, creating the current Fengong Group. Its businesses span various industries, and it's one of the top companies nationwide. People even hail you as the national goddess. Someone as important as you, would you just casually take a liking to me? Do you think I'd believe that? And you even have to drag me in to be your star. Are you guys lacking stars? To be honest, I don't know what you're planning. And I don't want to know. I just want a peaceful life. I don't want to be involved with you. So please let me go, thank you. After hearing what I said, she suddenly squinted her eyes and said as expected, You're not Zhang Hao at all. What did you say? That's not quite right. It should be that since that day, you haven't been Zhang Hao, have you? This breathless female you actually know my secret. Zhang Hao, you're definitely not suffering from dissociative identity disorder. You've truly been replaced by another soul. Just now I was tied up by Wei Nan's men. When we were alone in the room, she finally untied me. I asked her, you say I'm not Zhang Hao? Then who am I? But she asked me back if I knew what I was like before. Before I could say anything, she began recounting my past. She knew that I grew up in a single-parent family with just my father. Since childhood, I received a traditional male education. With my stunning looks and top grades, I was recognized as the school heartthrob. People described me as gentle and cute, a sweet and understanding boy. She said that now I should be called a tough guy instead. I was really careless this time. This Wei Nan actually knows Zhang Hao better than I do, but with just this information, she should have come to the conclusion that I am not Zhang Hao. Wei Nan dropped another bombshell. She actually said that when she appeared in front of me, I wasn't excited enough. I asked her, just because you're the big boss, should I be excited? What kind of absurd logic is that? Who would have thought she would say I am her die-hard fan? If you don't believe it, just check her social media. I suddenly thought of a possibility. Before, Zhang Hao posted updates almost every day. I really didn't have the patience to read them all. I didn't expect there would be such a huge pit. I hurriedly took out my phone and started searching. I didn't realize until I looked. Wow, this is really something. This kid really is a die-hard fan of Wei Nan. These cheesy one-sided love quotes are making me feel like I'm about to crack. Wei Nan sat next to me and said, This is definitely not split personality. A person doesn't suddenly acquire skills. They never had just because of a change in personality. In just over a month, he cracked the top 100 on the game server. He even managed to escape unscathed after a direct confrontation with the notorious Liu Xin. This is something no ordinary high school boy could achieve. So she concluded that I couldn't be the former Zhang Hao, but rather a soul that replaced Zhang Hao's. At this point, I don't want to explain anything. I'm only interested in her purpose for investigating me. So I asked her, even if you're right. She also said that the time my personality changed drastically was just a few days after the blood moon appeared. So she thinks there's some kind of connection between me and the blood moon. If I'm willing to assist her research, she can share the secrets of the blood moon with me. See my hesitation? She reassured me that she would absolutely guarantee my safety. They won't use me for slicing experiments or anything like that. She also prepared a contract. She told me to take it back and read it carefully. The terms were satisfactory to me. I asked Wei Shu if there was anyone else besides her studying the blood moon. He said, as far as he knew, there was no one else. Since that's the case, I picked up the contract and turned to leave. I worked so hard to make money, just to research blood moon travel back in time. So I told Wei Nan, I'll take a good look at this contract. She said she hoped I wouldn't keep her waiting too long this time. Then she suddenly pushed me against the wall from behind. I asked her, aren't we supposed to be cooperating? What's the meaning of this? But she actually lifted my chin, saying this was the price for my surprise attack last time. Before I could speak, she suddenly raised her hand, and then in the night sky, there echoed the crisp sound of slaps and my screams. Rubbing my bottom, I limped away from Wei Nan's villa. That detestable, overbearing female CEO? I will remember this humiliation. I will repay it double in the future. I'll let her go today. If I don't go home now, my phone will be flooded with calls. I just got home and saw Sister Kin Kin about to leave. She shouted my name and rushed towards me. She said I was finally back. She'd been worried about me. It turns out that Sister Kin Kin was planning to go out and look for me. I lied and said I was just shopping earlier, but I forgot to check the time, and I walked for so long that I sweated a lot. I need to go take a shower and change clothes first, but unexpectedly Sister Kin Kin suddenly grabbed me. How were you just out shopping with a girl? Sister Kin Kin's expression suddenly turned a bit gloomy. Sis, how did you smell perfume on me? Kin Kin actually took me into her room, and even showed me her computer. Does she intend to devour me tonight? But the images on the screen are way too stimulating. Just now, after I got intimate with Wei Nan, I got her scent all over me. I had just gotten home when Sister Kin Kin smelled it right away. How were you shopping with a girl just now? Why do you smell like perfume? I was so scared I kept sniffing myself nervously. I tried to explain that I was alone. How could I smell like perfume? Damn Wei Nan, that old smoker. Shouldn't it smell like smoke instead? How is there actually a fragrance? I quickly thought of an idea and said, maybe it was when I was in line to buy a drink earlier, and someone brushed against me. Sister Kin touched my face, and seriously told me to be more careful in the future, and not let anyone take advantage of me. Then she told me to change my clothes and hurry up to take a shower, because she was going to wash my clothes. At this moment, Wei Nan called in his secretary overnight. On the table was actually a file on Sister Kin Kin. Wei Nan asked the secretary to investigate Sister Kin's earlier past. I never expected that at this moment Sister Kin Kin was holding the clothes I had changed out of, and was about to throw them into the fire. Was she planning to burn the clothes and incense together? This is too cruel. Then I saw my sister's expression, a jealous yander look I'd never seen before. How doesn't need things tainted with the scent of other women. I came out of the shower but couldn't find Kin Kin. Suddenly I saw a beautiful sight. Kin Kin was bending over, getting a drink from the refrigerator. Seeing me come over, she asked what I wanted to drink. Lost in admiring Kin Kin's figure, I blurted out, cow. Milk. Kin Kin asked me to go into her room. She wants to help me blow dry my hair. I understand the reasoning. But why do I have to go to Kin Kin's room to dry my hair? What's that on the computer? A machine. What is it? Is it for something else? Are you playing this intensely? Holy crap, and you added such eye-burning photos. This exhibitionist actually dared to harass my sister, Kun Kin. No, I need to call the police. I turned to Sister Kin Kin and apologized. Accidentally saw it? Sister Kin Kin said it's okay. She asked me to reply that her sister already has a boyfriend. I was so upset that I told Kin Kin to ignore him. He sends pictures like that without any provocation. He's definitely not a good person. But Kin Kin had a very happy expression at that moment. She suddenly caught me from behind. How happy Hao cares about his sister so much. I definitely won't agree to him. Sister Kin Kin went to take a shower. She asked me to block this person for her, and also turn off the computer. Turns out I am in a separate group, in Sister Kin Kin's friends list, and it's called Angel. I suddenly felt like I understood it instantly, just like the comic on my sister's bookshelf. The next second I covered my head in despair. No, what am I thinking? That's my sister. It's over. I couldn't help but feel happy. Could I really not establish some strange ship? Is this an inescapable fate? Even during the break the next day, I was still restless and distracted. Could it be that a forbidden romance is about to unfold? The scenes of my time with Sister Kin replayed in my mind. It seemed like Sister Kin wasn't really resistant when I acted impulsively. She even seemed to encourage it. Suddenly, a man's voice interrupted my thoughts. My mood instantly soared. Why is it you again? Wei Nan, this severe case of CO syndrome. She actually threw money at me. She immediately sent 999 big yaks. Made me top the live stream as the male idol. I know she's trying to force me to sign that damn contract. But with so much money, the live streaming platform will take half of it. How am I supposed to pay her back? Just now, Lin Zhongzhong, that annoying freckle guy, came to tease me again. He heard I was also live streaming, so he challenged me. Let's see who gets more yaks tonight. I said I wasn't interested. I asked him if he had too little homework, that his walnut-sized brain could only remember me. He likes to cause trouble. I could send him a red armband to catch latecomers at the school gate. Even the big grain salt from my hometown isn't as idle as you. He was so angry and ashamed that he told me not to be arrogant. No matter what, he was sure to win me tonight. I hadn't even spoken yet. Suddenly Ling Along appeared behind me. Let's do it, brother Hao isn't afraid of you. Lin Zhongzhong left, muttering angrily after making his threat. I don't think I agreed to him, did I? Seeing Brother Long so energized, I was speechless. It's not the formidable opponents that are scary, but the pig-like teammates. The live stream will start on time tonight. I'm not wearing a mask nor am I using video. Saying anything other than gifts is childish. My live stream relies entirely on skill. I'll never rely on my looks to get gifts. Suddenly the live stream exploded. Someone actually spammed 999 yaks. Wuko, look at the pinning of this name. Could this be Wei Nan? She's reminding me to sign that agreement as soon as possible, but the terms are simply unbearable. Not only does it require me to quit school, it also forces me to move to a place she designates. All expenses paid with a monthly salary of 300,000. This forgetfulness is basically a contract to sell myself. This is scam. I still don't know what they want me to do. It's really not wise to be bound like this, so I'll just find a chance to reject Wei Nan for now. Wei Nan's gift has directly pushed me to the top. At this moment, Lin Zhongzhong also finished his live stream. This disgusting look is just too hard to watch. Which brother can help me take him down? After checking the rankings, his expression gradually changed. That damn bitch Zhang Hamming clearly got close to a sugar mommy, yet still pretends to be a pure lotus. I must tear apart his disgusting face. How does the domineering female CO without underwear actually pursue me? For first, she instantly swipes 999 in the live stream and a big yak. Then, without another word, a fleet of Rolls Royces pulled up to my doorstep. Finally, if you don't come out, I'll have a dozen strong men break into your house and grab you. This is truly the world of the rich is beyond our comprehension. Just last night, that freckled kid Lin Zhongzhong, whose face I angered, sent people to get me. And today, while I was out shopping, I didn't notice anyone following me. Sister Mo, that's him. He's actually quite good looking. Wait, let's drag him into the alley, rough him up a bit, then take some nude photos. Wait, this person looks familiar. Oh my god, it's him. A few minutes later, Wei Nan received a report from his secretary. The secretary said someone under him had reported. A streamer named Lin Zhongzhong has a grudge with Zhang Hao. She asked for help to take compromising photos of Zhang Hao. When they realized she was one of Wei's people, they didn't act. Wei Nan directly instructed to notify the live streaming platform and terminate the contract with Lin Zhongzhong. The rest was handled by the secretary's assistant. I was still worrying about how to pay Wei Nan back for the yak money, but the next second I got a call from Wei Nan. Sister Kinkin suddenly asked from behind who it was. That almost scared me to death. I quickly said I was selling insurance, and then hung up the phone. Why do I feel like I've gotten myself into big trouble? I should have hung up the phone earlier. At this moment, Wei Nan's veins were bulging with anger. The next second, her furious shout echoed through the entire building. He's so domineering, prepare the car. Back in the bedroom, I was about to call Wei Nan back. After all, I was too rude just now. Unexpectedly, she called again. As soon as I answered, her roar filled the phone. Come out yourself, or I'll send a dozen people to your house to drag you out. Damn, what a self-righteous woman. Does being a CO give you the right to break and enter? Suddenly, the roar of cars came from outside the window. I was so scared I went to the window and was completely stunned. I just hung up on her call. Is this necessary? I saw a motorcade pull up downstairs, its end out of sight. All Rolls Royces. This time it was my turn to get angry. I told Wei Nan that if he continued like this, I would call the police. Wei Nan said go ahead and try. Ask Officer Friendly if parking on the side of the road is illegal. I found myself completely outmatched by this sly guy, so I told him I gave up. Tell her to move the convoy, and I'll come out. Before I could hang up, she suddenly asked me who else I had offended besides her. Zhang Hao, someone's been watching you. The domineering female CO even saved me, transforming into a high ponytailed street fighter. I'm so low. And as punishment for hanging up on her, I'd like to say I want a dozen of this kind of punishment, but what if Sister Kinkin sees this upstairs? My friends, do you approve of this marriage? Just now. Zhang Hao, someone's been watching you. Then Wei Nan told me to go over there and lure the enemy out. And he also said that person might have a weapon. Big says, is this method reliable? To let a high school student face the danger of being attacked. Let's go back first. Wei Nan said, aren't you worried about your family's safety? You go lure him, I'll help you take him out. Just keep your distance from him. Now stay where you are and wait for me to come over. It looks like Wei Nan is going to handle it personally. The secretary lady is terrified, but she can't stop Wei Nan. Is this true love? I urged Wei Nan to hurry up, because that person seemed to be unable to wait any longer. A masked person appeared from around the corner. He was cursing, saying that the damn man deserved to die. I asked him who he was. This person must be crazy, right? The masked person suddenly charged at me. I dodged his powerful punch by stepping aside. This person had a fierce attack and great strength, but the speed isn't very fast. In that case, when he attacks again, I first sidestep, then stick out my leg to trip him. In the next second, he flew out. This is what I just learned from Teacher Ma, the so-called Fa Jin. Using a little force to move a great weight, I pounced and ended up straddling the masked man. I was about to reach out to take off his mask, but unexpectedly, he suddenly launched a sneak attack. Damn, this guy's so strong. He said word by word, I'm going to kill you. Then he suddenly pulled out a knife. Holy crap, he's really going to kill me? Just as I was about to strike, a steel fist came right at me. It was Wei. She arrived just in time. The mask fell off. I seemed to see a familiar face. Wei Nan said, I thought you had escaped to another province. I didn't expect you to still dare to cause trouble for Zhang Hao. It's really a thug Liu Xin. I told you can TB. I only rejected your proposal. You're not going to kill me, are you? Liu Xin angrily said, if it weren't for you trying to seduce Wei Nan, how would I have been blocked by her? Sure enough, when a nasty man meets a rich woman, he turns into a slut. I was so furious. You're the slut. Your whole family are sluts. Wei Nan somehow pulled out a rubber band. Tell Liu Xin that you have nothing to do with Zhang Hao. It was your actions that went too far. You used Feng Hong's name to bully the weak. Not only did you extort protection money everywhere, but you also forced male students to serve you. You violated the rules I set. I won't tolerate scum like you here. So that's why she was using a rubber band to tie her hair. Is for transforming into fight mode. Is this the high ponytail version of the street female warrior? This is really love, truly love. Liu Xin shouted, you the rich young lady, don't know anything? What do you know? I won't accept this. Then she raised her fist and charged at Wei Nan. Wei Nan said, maybe I don't understand, but no matter the reason, it can never be an excuse to bully others. Before Wei Nan finished speaking, his fist had already reached Liu Xin's face. All that could be heard was the sound of bones shattering. Lexin's jaw was probably crushed. With just one punch, the big dog Liu Xin collapsed to the ground, completely motionless. Oh, interesting, Wei Nan was holding back when he fought me before. He was like an entire Pacific Ocean of mercy. It's terrifying when you think about it, kid. I finally dealt with Liu Xin. I told Wei Nan I was going back. Otherwise, my sister will be worried. She asked, did you forget why I came to find you? Right, why did you come to find me? Was it about that contract from last time? She said the contract was one of the reasons. Mainly, she wants to remind me that someone is going to take photos of me. No way, who's that bored? She said it's not important. She asked me why I hung up on her. Does she think I don't want to talk to her? I don't know how to explain it to her. I guess this is the only way. I bowed 90 degrees and said sorry to her. Wei Nan was stunned by me. I said it was my fault for hanging up the phone just now. I sincerely apologize to you. But he seemed flustered after hearing that, and his face turned red. I thought to myself, why are you blushing like a teapot? Wei Nan said, since you were wrong, are you willing to accept punishment? I was completely dumbfounded. Punishment. She suddenly walked over, cupped my face, and said, it's like this. The next second, she suddenly leaned down and kissed me. Was this punishment? It was clearly a reward. She didn't seem to have any intention of stopping. Neither did I. But what if Sister Kinkin sees us upstairs? The obedient Xiao Yua suddenly wore hosiery today. Doesn't she usually wear silk stockings? By the way, she only changed her socks. Why does it feel like just a little scratch made it happen? It just happened a moment ago. I got punished by her because I hung up on Wei Nan's call. Damn, what's going on here? I was actually forcibly kissed. What to do now? Should I push her away? Just as I was about to suppress my restless wandering hands, Sister Kinkin's face suddenly appeared in my mind. My heart skipped a beat. I suddenly came to my senses. I shoved Wei Nan away. Director Wei, do you have some kind of unusual fetish? Why do you keep taking advantage of me, a high school student? That was first kiss. Wei Nan wiped her mouth. Hearing was my first kiss, she seemed quite pleased. I thanked her for helping me tonight. But taking advantage of me evens the score. Also, I asked her for her account. I want to return the money from the gifts. Wei Nan got a little angry. She asked me if I wanted to end things between us, and if I wasn't going to sign the contract. I told her I couldn't sign the contract yet. As for the reason, I couldn't explain it to her for now. I said goodbye to her and turned back home. I'm so tired today. Wei Nan stared thoughtfully at my back. The next second, she made a decision. There's nothing I wee Nan haven't wanted to get. Exhausted, I lay in bed recalling what just happened. While, with Wei Nan, I actually thought of Sister Kin. Could I really have improper feelings for Sister Kin? I quickly slapped my face to clear my head. I can't overthink anymore. I still have to go to school tomorrow. The next day on my way to school, I ran into Xawa Yua. Why does it feel like Yuo is different today? She seems different from usual. The pressure of being with the domineering female CEO is so high. It's always easiest to be with Yua. Now I finally understand. Why is she different? What'd I just see? It's actually high C. Hasn't she always worn ZC? I couldn't help but suck in my breath. It's really perfect. See me in a daze. Yua called out to me. I quickly said, that's right. I have a gift for you. I heard you say at your house that you liked this gun the most before. So I bought this keychain to give you. Consider it thanks for teaching me martial arts. Yuhua picked it up and examined it carefully. Thank Yang Hao. I really like this gift. I will cherish it well. I said it's just a worthless trinket. As long as you like it. But speaking of which, Sayua just changed her socks. Why does that little feeling come up so easily? Seems like the author must have some side job. Yua saw that I started zoning out again. So I followed my line of sight and found the target. She suddenly called out to me, Zhang Hao? Why are you staring at my legs? Is there something on my legs? The cute girl instantly turned into a protective wife. What made you so furious? I was set up. Someone placed an unspeakable toy in my drawer. My reputation in the class is completely ruined. Everyone's gossiping behind my back. I'm a woman who's available for anyone to marry. This is way too much. This thing seems pretty expensive. I opened the drawer. It was filled with things people had shoved in there. I said the same thing about the item in the class monitor's hand. Tell them not to use this as an excuse to cause trouble. Otherwise, don't blame me for shoving this thing in your mouths. The next day, I opened the drawer. And there it was again, a pile of this stuff. How does this nonsense never end? I quickly threw it away. But the third day, there was more. And the fourth day, still more. My roar echoed through the teaching building. You're reletting them out every day. Does your family run a wholesale business? During the break today, I found Yu Hoa. I quietly told her about my plan. Yua said she would have the butler send the items over later. After school, a few more figures appeared in the classroom. Finally, it was all set up. This time, we will definitely catch that pervert. The next morning, a person walked into the empty classroom. He walked straight to my desk. When he reached out, he triggered an infrared beam. Instantly, the alarm went off. The scoundrel who framed me has been caught. I had already recorded this scene earlier. Sure enough, it's freckle-faced Lin Zhongzhong. It's been 8 days. You've probably spent quite a bit of money preparing this for me every day, huh? This is perfect for you. Don't waste it. After saying that, I threw it at his face. Keep it for yourself. Lin Zhongzhong asked me what that was just now. I said it was just a high-tech anti-theft system. I waved goodbye to him. Then it's time for the teacher to handle official business. But then he suddenly shouted, don't let him go. There were actually lookouts outside the door. Not good, these few look pretty tough. Lin Zhongzhong told them to grab my phone first and then drag me into the restroom. 2 of the female bruisers immediately lunged at me. I dodged a heavy punch. Another punch knocked one down. But 2 fists can't fight against 4 hands. When the third person attacked, I could only barely block. Zhang Hao at this moment Yua suddenly appeared. She saw me being bullied and completely lost it. I've never seen such an expression on her before. The next second, she flew into the air. A thug receives a flying knee to the face. Now the fight is about to get bloody. The thug splatters blood as he falls to the ground. Before he can get up, his face is stomped on. Yua looks up at Lin Zhongzhong. Her cold, emotionless gaze is like looking at a dead man. Lin Zhong trembles in fear. In the next moment, Yua grabs him by the throat. Yua slowly lifted him up. With this strength, I can only bow in admiration. Yua uttered 3 words, I'll kill you. Then she prepared to deliver a fatal blow. I quickly told Yua to stop. If she keeps going, something bad will happen. The thugs were sprawled all over the hallway. Lin Zhongzhong was still being choked by Yuahua and hadn't been let go. Zhang Hao, Min Yua, what are you doing? Stop it right now. Now Yua's been criticized by the entire school. Her family has been called to the school. Longji said 2 people were sent to the hospital. Yuho won't be hurt, right? I said I don't know either. But it seems Yua's family is very strict. There shouldn't be any problem bringing her back like this, right? This woman, not wearing a bra, is feeding medicine to her sick brother. If I knew I'd get treated like this, I would have gone out in the rain a long time ago. Just now, I got drenched in the heavy rain when I came home, worried about Yua. I immediately called her when I got home. At that moment, Yuho was in a dark room. She was actually crying uncontrollably on the phone. I hurriedly asked her what happened. Why are you crying? Yua cried and said it was too dark here. I asked her where she was. Wasn't she taken back home? She said she was locked in the confinement room by her mother. Damn it, it's not like it's Kelly or team leader Kin. Why does your house have a punishment room? Yua said, every time she makes a mistake, her mom locks her in the punishment room to reflect. She has to stay there for 2 days before she can come out. The punishment room is very dark. She's very scared. I said, then let me chat with you. What do you want to talk about? Anything is fine. Hearing your voice makes me less scared. Zhang Hao, could you not hang up tonight? I suddenly sneaked. Then I told her it's fine. Anyway, tomorrow is the weekend. I'll tell her about the novel I'm writing. My novel is called The World of Real Men. In that place, it's standard for men to have an 8-pack. Men do all the heavy labor like farming and brick moving. The male protagonist in my story is a reborn immortal cultivator. He is also the strongest man on earth. He levels up by defeating monsters and builds his harem. With his invincible abilities, character, and looks, he conquers many beautiful and lovely young women. In short, everything is the complete opposite of this world. Yua burst into laughter through her tears. She said I wrote it unrealistically. Men are too weak. Farming and bricklaying should be done by women. I sighed and said yes, the world has changed. Yua said I wrote something quite interesting. She'll read it. Then she asked if I could accept gifts for my novel. She could also send me some, as long as I'm happy. I told her she didn't need to send gifts. Just giving me a few likes and leaving some comments would make me very happy. I'd be very happy. Then we chatted for a long time. I don't know how long. I didn't even know when I fell asleep. I woke up with a terrible headache. I seemed to be sick. There's even a cooling patch on my forehead. I turned my head and saw Sister Kinkin was taking care of me by the bedside. She's so beautiful and gentle. Sister Kinkin said she wanted to wake me up for breakfast, but found I had a fever. She asked me to sit up and take my medicine, but I felt so weak I couldn't get up. I caught a little bit of rain and ended up like this. My body's just too weak. Kin suddenly smiled. She said, oh, I see. Then let me feed Hao his medicine. I was startled and widened my eyes in surprise. Hao, open your mouth. Come on, be good and take the medicine. When you're sick, having someone personally feed you medicine, would you ruthlessly refuse? If you would, then congratulations, you're a eunuch. Otherwise, please leave a dog head emoji in the comments. Prove you're a real man. No way, asterisk, click asterisk. We re-siblings. Oh my, so everything just now was my imagination. How? What's wrong with you? Sister, can I help you up? Was I sleepwalking just now? I actually fantasized in front of Sister Kinkin. This is so awkward. When I was taking the medicine, I didn't even dare to look at Sister Kinkin, but Sister Kinkin misunderstood. She thought I was rejecting her. She nervously wondered if I had noticed something. Sister Kinkin handed me a bowl of porridge, telling me to drink it while it's hot. On the surface, she seemed calm, but inside she was a wreck. I thought to myself, is this how other people's sisters take such meticulous care of their brothers? And she's not even my real sister. I can't hold it anymore. I asked Sister Kinkin why she was so nice to me. It felt like she was kinder than most older sisters are to their younger brothers. Sister Kinkin suddenly paused while stirring the thin porridge. The next second, she went back to normal. Of course, because Hao deserves it. As long as Hao is willing, Sister can take care of Hao for a lifetime. Come, Sister will feed you some porridge. I seemed to have heard the forbidden words between siblings. It felt almost like a proposal. I quickly took the porridge bowl from Sister Kinkin's hand. As I drank the porridge, I thought, Sister Kinkin seemed very calm as well. Could it be that I am overthinking? Is she actually just a younger brother fan? Didn't have those kinds of thoughts? Kinkin-ji let me sleep a little longer. She was right beside me, reading and keeping me company. Although it felt a little strange, but having an older sister like that beside me really made me feel inexplicably at ease. I secretly glanced at Kinkin-ji. In this situation, who could sleep? 5 minutes later, I fell asleep snoring sweetly. Sister Kinkin also stopped reading and watching over me. She looked at me as I slept deeply and muttered softly, Hao is really asleep. If it were before, this would have been impossible, right? Sister Hao, I really want you to know. But would you hate me? And at this very moment, in another woman's house, a place radiating a turbulent aura, Wei Nan is recalling the punishment she inflicted on me that day. I actually, because of him, for the first time, found his submissive demeanor adorable and forcibly kissed him. The self-confidence and arrogance in his bones were truly unparalleled in my life. Wei Nan, oh Wei Nan, do you really have a thing for this little man? The bossy woman, who doesn't wear underwear, actually called me in the middle of the night, saying she misses me. Not only does she want to make me a star, but she also wants to teach me real hand-to-hand combat skills. This Lucky Charms beads just exploded in my face. Sister Kinkin is also not backing down. In order to help me recover quickly, she actually put on a fashion show at home. If it weren't for my strong self-control, even if I hadn't died from illness, I would have bled to death. Just now, I was woken from my sleep by the sound of the phone ringing. When I answered, there was no sound on the other end. I angrily said, if you don't speak, I'll hang up. Finally, the other side spoke up, and it was Wei Nan. I asked her what happened. Is someone going to deal with me again? I never expected this. Wei Nan was silent for a long time. Then he replied to me with 4 words. Zhang Hao, I can't sleep. Damn it, my eye bags got even bigger. I took my phone away from my ear and glanced at the time. I was so angry I sat up and started yelling at the phone. Sister Tae, you're harassing a high school student at 2 a.m. Do you want me to tell you a bedtime story? or sing you the only good father in the world. Wei Nan really does live up to the domineering CEO persona. She actually turned around and told me to be more polite when talking to her. She really cracked me up. I said, you truly are domineering CEO? Calling at midnight to harass me and still expecting me to be polite. What is it that you want? She asked if my fighting skills were learned from a girl named Min Hoa. Why are you investigating me again? Wei Nan let out a breath of spiritual energy as if she had me figured out. She said Min Yua's skills are average. She wants me to train with her. She could train me to become a world-class bodyguard, thus gaining both fame and fortune. Before she wanted me to be a star. Now she wants me to be a bodyguard. This drop in status is too harsh. I told her I'm not interested. I was just casually practicing with Yuhua, and I told her not to call me again for no reason. Otherwise I might change my number. Wei Nan asked me to wait and not hang up. She actually asked if there were any other people around me right now. I replied, what a dumb question. Then I hung up the phone. Wei Nan was stunned for a while before realizing. It turns out he only practiced martial arts casually. He thought he could approach him through that. He was totally going down the wrong path. When I woke up in the morning, I saw a note on the table. It seems the jacket was prepared for me by Sister Kin Kin. She really treats me like a child, caring so much. Just then, I suddenly heard a knock on the door. Is Hao Hao awake? Perfect timing. Help your sister pick an outfit. I fought back the nosebleed. In my mind, I was thinking, wow, this is something. Is Sister Kin Kin gonna have a fashion show in my bedroom? But older sister, you ran in wearing so little. Aren't you afraid I'll bleed to death? To strengthen my resolve, I quickly cuffed strategically, then randomly pointed at a piece of clothing. That one. Anyway, Sister Kinkin looks good in anything. Could older sister listen to Ha Ha? When Sister Kinkin turned to change clothes, I saw a sea of flowers. But one part caught my attention. Kin actually has a tattoo. This domineering female CEO, who doesn't wear a bra, is getting increasingly furious. It's all because her favorite little man is being groped by another woman, and that woman is an employee of her own company. Get out, you're fired. Just now, I was thinking about ways to make a quick buck again. I've tried writing novels and live streaming. Are there any other ways? Suddenly, I remembered some money I haven't collected yet. There's a 50,000 yuan reward for reporting Liu Xin. I'll go collect it today. But the policewoman said it's not possible today. I also need to go through procedures, and it will take at least a month to process. She said this is a requirement from the sponsor of the bonus. They can only follow the regulations. It turns out the money isn't from the government. I asked her for the sponsor's phone number. I want to talk to him one-on-one. She seriously told me. They need to protect privacy. You must never tell me Mr. Wei's identity. Although I'm afraid to meet Wei Nan, I'll still force myself to go find her for the money. I just made a harsh statement last night, and today I'm here to ask for money. This is really awkward. When Wei Nan heard from the front desk that I came to ask for money, she had someone notify me to come straight to see her. The little man hung up on me last night. Now he's the one who's coming after me. I ran into a self-assured young lady by the elevator. I told her I was visiting relatives and asked how to get to the top floor. To my surprise, she was instantly smitten with me. She insisted on coming into the elevator with me. Once the door closed, she pushed me against the wall. Is this going to turn into an elevator thrill? She asked me if I must be the campus heartthrob for being so handsome. She also said she doesn't have a boyfriend right now. We finally reached the top floor. I thanked her. Told her she didn't need to guide me anymore. Just as I was about to leave, the young lady hurriedly grabbed my hand. She said she had fallen for me at first sight. I felt like I would never love anyone else again. The elevator door opened. I felt a piercing chill rush in. Suddenly there was a loud crash. Both of us were so scared we nearly lost our minds. Then Wei Nan walked in. What's with this feeling of her being a towering figure? I never noticed she was this tall before. I felt a female giant was death glaring at me from behind. This reminds me of a special local delicacy from Shanks. Get out, you're fired. Don't come back. The young lady's legs went weak uncontrollably. She didn't even know what she did wrong. I asked Wei Nan why he inexplicably fired her. She didn't do anything wrong. Wei Nan asked me in a sinister tone, are you pleading for her? I ignored her and went to help the young lady up. Didn't they always say that a woman's knees are made of gold? Worst case, I'll just find a new job. But the young lady suddenly said, if the outside world finds out I was fired by President Wei, no one would dare to hire me anywhere. Wei Nan suddenly grabbed my arm and forcibly dragged me to walk with her. I had just entered his office when I was once again pressed against the wall. Wei Nan gritted his teeth and asked me, how dare you mess around with other women right in front of me? Is she jealous? The female CEO who never wore a bra actually wore one for the first time. All because she had just done something unspeakable. Please forgive me, I can't show you the bottom half. Otherwise you won't see me anymore. Just now, Wei Nan suddenly rushed to the bathroom in a hurry. Just then Sister Kin Kin called to check in. It was a bit noisy on her side, but I think I heard someone asking about her tattoo. With nothing to do, I lit up one of Wei Nan's cigarettes. Worthy of being the big boss, this tastes pretty good. Wei Nan, returning from the restroom, had actually changed clothes, and she was all wet. Did she take a shower, by the way? I was actually amazed by her. When she's not being the domineering CEO, she's also a stunning beauty not inferior to Sister Kin. Wei Nan saw the cigarette in my hand. She frowned and said, "What is a child doing smoking? Put it out immediately." I just said she's not a domineering CEO. Now this controlling behavior is back again. I asked her why she changes clothes even when going to the bathroom. Did she do something inappropriate in there? Wei Nan said she's just a normal woman. She told me not to tempt her so casually in the future. She has poor self-control in front of me. She can't resist my temptation at all. I was actually joking just now. But why didn't she deny it? Could it be that I hit the nail on the head? Damn this perverted female boss. I said forget it, you're right about everything. Just hurry up and pay me so I can leave. So you won't say I tempted you again. To my surprise, she said I don't need to pay the 50,000 yuan. The cigarette I just ordered from the special supply was worth 60,000 yuan. Now I still owe her 10,000. I was furious and told her not to lie to me. I may not have much education, but I have gone through compulsory education. I've never heard of a cigarette costing 60,000 yuan. Even the same amount of gold isn't that expensive, right? Wei Nan said leisurely, "If you don't believe me, you can check it yourself." She wouldn't stoop to deceiving a high school student. I was momentarily stunned. I went through all this trouble to get money, and not only was I taken advantage of, but I also had to pay an extra 10,000. When Wei Nan saw my reaction, she actually teased me with a laugh. I had never seen this expression on her before. I asked her angrily, "Are you messing with me?" She handed me a large envelope. "The price of the cigarettes is real. The idea of me paying is a joke." She said the 50,000 yuan is inside. Turns out she had prepared it already. After receiving the money, I thanked her. I said, "Even though you have a bad temper, you can still be trusted. My behavior earlier was inappropriate. So it's understandable that you pushed me down, and I have nothing to say about it. I hope we can put the past behind us. It would be best if we never see each other again. This way it's good for you, good for me, and good for everyone." Before leaving, I reminded her to dry her hair. I just recovered from a cold. Be careful not to catch it. To be honest, I'm a little scared that Wei Nan likes me. Her domineering CEO Chunabu personality coupled with her unhealthy possessiveness. Terrifying kid. Wei Nan picked up the cigarette I just put out. Zhang Hao, I will definitely get you. After the party, Kunkin invited her friends back home. She was showing her photo album to her friends. Her friends said, "No wonder you go straight home after work." So she's been secretly keeping a lover. Sister Kinkin says he's her stepbrother. But they've known each other since childhood. The photo album is full of my pictures, and they're from when I was a child to now. Sister Kinkin suddenly blushed. Apparently these are all photos she secretly took. But now we're family. From now on I can take photos openly. Hearing the door open, they both turned to look at me. I politely greeted the guests. Seeing the photo album in Kinkinji's hand, I asked them what they were looking at. Kinji was suddenly extremely flustered. "Oh no, I absolutely can't let Hao see this. The sister who isn't wearing a bra." To cover up the matter of secretly taking photos of her younger brother, she resorted to using her beauty to her advantage. Not only did she disregard gender differences, she also brazenly touched her younger brother inappropriately. Just now, Kinkin was showing her best friend her younger brother's revealing photos. I happened to stumble upon this scene. I asked Kinkin what she was looking at. She was terribly flustered. "Oh no, we can't let Hao see this." My best friend was about to speak up, but Sister Kinkin secretly twisted her hula hoop. Facing Sister Kinkin's deadly glare, my best friend could only swallow her words and dared not speak more. I was left utterly confused, not knowing what was going on. Sister Kinkin cuffed strategically, then explained to me that she and her colleague, Jiahui, were studying some literature. One hand was still behind her, frantically signaling to Jiahui. It meant she should quickly hide the photo album. True to form as best friends, Jiahui instantly understood. Seeing their strange behavior, my curiosity immediately piqued. I asked Kinkin what that document was. It looked so thick. Kinkin suddenly tripped over the sofa leg, then she threw herself into my arms. I quickly asked her if she was alright. She said she was fine, but how, where did you go? Didn't I tell you to stay home and rest? Why did you go out again? This tactic of changing the subject is really effective. I nervously said I just went out for a walk to clear my mind. I couldn't exactly say I went to meet the female CEO. Sister Kinkin pinched my face and said there are so many bad women outside. What should I do if I encounter danger? I finally broke free from my sister's creepy hands. I told her I would protect myself. I'll go upstairs to rest first. I won't disturb you with your research on the literature. After I left, Jiahui asked Sister Kinkin why she was being so secretive. Can't your brother look at this photo album? Kin didn't explain. She just told her not to meddle in this nonsense. The next moment, that twisted, obsessive person came back to life. She warned Jiahui not to have any crooked ideas about me. Otherwise, she wouldn't even be able to stay friends. Jiahui was so scared she quickly waved her hand. She wouldn't dare to have any ill intentions towards someone so precious. Every time I meet with Wei Nan, I feel so exhausted. Maybe the pressure from the CO is just too much. I suddenly saw someone across the street corner from the window. They were spying on my house? Could it be that they're here to bother me again? But it's a man. Oh my, could it be that I'm really attracted to both men and women? I decided to go downstairs to find Sister Kin Kin. I have to tell her about this. At this moment, Sister Kin Kin is seeing off Jia Hoi. Jia Hoi said she would help get rid of the people. Sister Kin saw me coming downstairs. She asked me why I hadn't rested yet. I told her what I had just seen. I reminded her be careful when going out to work these days. Sister Kin Kin suddenly gave me a head pat. How actually worries about his sister. Sis so happy. She told me not to worry. The man outside, I've actually seen him before. He's the one who sent those disgusting pictures that day. Oh my, he's that creepy obsessive man? I asked my sister, he can't be a stalker, right? I feel like it's dangerous. Kin Kin looked worried. There's nothing she can do about it either. She's almost driven mad. I asked her if I could help my sister with something. My sister Kin Kin's expression made me feel like I'd hit the jackpot. The next second, she swayed and fell onto me. Sister's tired. How I'll let your sister lean on you for a while, huh? She blushed and secretly glanced at me, finding me lost in thought. So he touched my face and asked what I was thinking. This intimate gesture instantly made my heart race. How's face is so red? Are you still sick? Let me take a look. I left Sister Kin Kin's side in my senior year. I said I don't need to take leave tomorrow. I can go to school already. Sister Kin Kin's eyes suddenly became sharp. How is in such a hurry to go to school? Could it be that he has a girlfriend at school? Sayo is so innocent and naive, was isolated by her classmates because of this. Such a waste of a pretty face. And then I add you on Kia? Just now. Kin Kin asked me if I have a girlfriend at school. I quickly assured her that I would absolutely not have a school romance. Sister Kin Kin hugged me with relief, saying that she was relieved now. Having such a handsome younger brother is a happy worry. Then she muttered to herself, I really want to keep you by my side forever. Her voice was too low and I didn't hear clearly. I asked her what she just said. Sister Kin Kin said it was nothing, and since I wanted to go to school, she will drive me tomorrow. Before leaving, Sister Kin Kin told me that my cold wasn't fully recovered yet. She advised me to stay indoors today and avoid the wind. I felt a surge of warmth in my heart. I'm truly lucky to have such a wonderful sister. As soon as I entered the classroom, Brother Long called me over. He said that since I hadn't been around for the past couple of days, he felt that Xiao Yuho was being excluded by the other students. He guessed it was because Yuo had beaten someone up and sent them to the hospital. That made everyone think she was dangerous, so now they all stay far away from her. Ultimately, it's all because of me. I should go see her later. During break time, I went to Yua's class to find her. She was very happy to see me at school. I apologized. If it weren't for me before, she wouldn't have gotten in trouble and been locked up by her mom. Next time, if this happens again, I must go easy. Yua suddenly lowered her head in disappointment. Zhang Hao, are you afraid of me? I didn't say anything, just gave her a head pat first. You're so well behaved and obedient. How could I be afraid of you? Yuo immediately cheered up. She said as long as I'm by her side. It doesn't matter how. The class bell rang. We agreed to have lunch together at noon. Then I turned and left. The classmates in the moonlight class were all watching me. They all thought that although Yuho was a violent girl, the male god treated her as a friend. She really made a huge profit this time. We had lunch together at our usual spot. When Yua opened her lunchbox, it almost blinded me. Yua saw me nibbling on some bread. She asked if I wanted some of hers. It really made me crave it. Her aunt is really nice. She brings her such great meals every day. I reached for it and Yuahao said, Zonghao, your hand. I thought she was reminding me that it wasn't hygienic. But Yua didn't mean that at all. She asked me if she could touch my hand. I was so shocked I almost choked on my food. In this world, a man's hand is equivalent to a woman's thigh. Yua's request would be considered harassment by others. I asked her who taught her to say that. It wouldn't be Huang Yuanyuan again, would it? She said no one taught her. She just wanted to touch it after watching for a while. I reached out my hand and told her it was no big deal. But you can't say this to Brother Long. Otherwise he would definitely scream and call you a pervert. Yua held my hand and said, what a waste of a pretty face. She said that with her IQ. She would never have a chance in this lifetime. She asked me why feeling wronged. If she didn't date boys, they would mock her. I told her it's because some people experience things too early and think they are adults. Then they look down on others. In reality, it's to satisfy their vanity. I told her not to mind it. But Yua said her grandmother had said, a woman must never be looked down upon. The next second, she suddenly became anxious and uneasy. She even crumpled her skirt. Yua hesitantly asked me, Zhang Hao, can I hug you? I was shocked. Seeing my hesitation, Yua's pleading gaze was so helpless and pitiful. I scratched my head and said, I guess it's possible. If this will help ease your worries and doubts, I don't mind. I thought to myself, Yua is so well behaved and innocent. Who could bear to reject her? When I agreed, Yua became even more nervous. I suddenly leaned in close to her and startled her. Since it's the first time, I'll do it. I told her that if she felt shy, she could close her eyes. As if she had been greatly saved, Yuhua quickly closed her eyes. At that moment, I suddenly remembered something strange. This seems to be the first time since I came to this world that I will. Innocent and pure little Yuhua. Finally, I've been led astray by that old lecher, Huang Yuan. Not only did she actively watch that trashy stuff, but she also called me in the middle of the night to share her insights. Just now I helped Yuhua fulfill her wish. But just then, someone suddenly turned the doorknob. I was so scared I nearly jumped out of my skin. If someone saw us, we'd be done for. But then Yuhua whispered, I locked the door. Why was this planned in advance? The people outside are gossiping. An insider says this practice room is a famous battleground. It's better not to disturb the family. Hearing the voices outside, I really felt insulted. I told Yuhua that now you're just like everyone else. You won't be looked down upon anymore. Yuhua thanked me obediently. She asked me if she was sick. I was screaming for help in my mind. Yua's just too innocent. She always makes me feel guilty. I patted her head and said it's all due to dopamine secretion. For example, when Huan Yuanyuan looks at study materials, she experiences this kind of emotion. Looking at Yua's confused expression, I can only explain it this way. Otherwise, it couldn't possibly be because Yua likes me. Yua asked me if we could do this often in the future. She really likes that feeling of her heart racing. I almost lost my balance when I stood up. She's addicted to it. I quickly waved my hand and said no. I said although I don't mind, but this is something only boyfriends and girlfriends can do. I told her not to ask others like that. Yua's expression looked a little disappointed, but she still obediently agreed to me. I told her I would teach her about emotional matters slowly later. Now let's hurry up and eat. The sky gradually darkened. At this time in a dark and gloomy castle, a window is still lit. The adorable knave Yua is actually selecting study materials sent to her by Huang Yuanyuan. This is the first time she hasn't to listen to me. Could it be that the strange knowledge I taught her today awakened her instincts? Half an hour later, Yuho was surprised to find that her heart rate hasn't increased. There was no warm, comfortable feeling. She couldn't figure it out. Zhang Haoming clearly said that Huang Yuanyuan's heart would race when she looked at these. But I only feel it when I'm with Zhang Hao. Zhang Hao said he'd slowly teach me, so calling him for advice now should be fine, right? Just as I was about to take a shower, I got a call from Yuhua. Zhang Hao. Did I not understand? I was shocked. I cursed Huang Yuanyuan in my mind for doing this. Yua's question was too direct. It really caught me off guard. It seems she really doesn't understand at all. Seeing that I hadn't said anything for a while, Yua nervously asked me if these questions were too strange. If I don't like her, I won't ask anymore. I said it's good that you find it strange, but I don't mind answering you. Just don't ask other guys, that's all. I told her I'd take a shower first. I'd get back to her later. Yua jumped off the bed after hearing that. She said she wanted to shower too. Zhang Hao. Can we keep talking on the phone while taking a shower? I lifted the blanket to get into bed, but found Sister Kin sleeping on my bed. It turns out she wanted to invite me to watch a movie together. When she saw I was in the shower, she waited and eventually fell asleep. I seriously suspect she has a deep brother complex. I really need to watch a horror movie to scare myself out of this feeling. Just now, Yuo called to ask me about the study materials. I told her I would call her back after I finished my shower, but Yua said she also wanted to take a shower, and asked if I could keep the phone on while I shower. I said we could continue chatting if she wanted, but to be careful not to drop the phone in the water. I was talking while looking in the mirror, checking my abs. It's still not very obvious. This is so hard to practice. Yuho was very happy when I agreed. She obediently placed the phone high to avoid water damage. She told me she had placed it properly and was going to wash her hair now. I awkwardly said, you don't need to tell me this. Zhang Hao, I'm washing my hair? What about you? I thought to myself, it's so weird to be on a call while taking a shower. So to make conversation, I said to her, your bangs seem a bit long. Do you want to trim them? I was chatting aimlessly with Yuho on the phone. I didn't expect that Kinkenji outside would overhear us. Kinkenji panicked inside. And it was while I was taking a shower. Could it be that he has a girlfriend at school now? Sister Kinkin turned and left, already sensing the crisis. She knew she had to take action soon. Sister Kinkin came in my room. Brother Long said there was nothing, and assured Sister Kinkin to relax. He would check on me. Sister Kinkin immediately felt much more at ease. Since Hao hadn't found a girlfriend yet, she still had a chance. Thinking about this, Sister Kinkin actually took off her shoes and got into bed. But this seems to be my bed. I told Yuo I would find some study materials and send them to her later. Then I said goodbye to her and hung up the phone. Let her read some decent study materials. It's much better than her looking at Huang Yuanyuan's trash. Back in the room, I was stunned. Why does it seem like someone is on my bed? I lifted the blanket and was surprised to find Kinkin Ji. How did she end up sleeping on my bed? I panicked and asked her why she was sleeping here. Kinkin Ji, still half asleep, said she wanted to watch a movie with me. When she saw I was taking a shower, she decided to wait for me here. But she ended up falling asleep while waiting. I see I told her to wait for me a moment. I'll just look up something, it'll be done soon. Sister Kinkin was sitting in front of me. Looking up study materials at this time was a killer. I quickly searched and sent Yuho a few messages. I'll deal with the rest when I have time later. I asked Sister Kinkin what movie she wanted to watch. She said she hadn't decided yet, maybe a horror movie. I thought to myself before I time traveled, I was a horror movie expert. The kind that even Zenzi would fall asleep watching. So I agreed without hesitation. Sister Kinkin said she would take a shower first, and asked me to wait for her in the living room. She also asked me to turn off the lights to set the movie theater atmosphere. When watching horror movies together in the past, the girl would be scared and hide in the guy's arms. But the world is just the opposite. Could it be that I'll have to hide in Sister Kinkin's arms later? I'm not afraid of horror movies. If that were really the case, that would be incredibly embarrassing. Think I'll pass? Let's just watch a comedy instead. Sister Kin came out after showering. She asked me if I'd chosen yet. I thought to myself that Sister Kin probably doesn't mind wearing something cooler at home. But I really need to watch a horror movie to calm down. Sister Kin asked me why my face was red. Oh no, I forgot to turn off the light. Sister Kin invited me to watch a horror movie, but she got so scared herself. So she asked if she could sleep with me tonight. This is really a nightmare. Just now Sister Kin asked me why my face was red. I hastily covered it up, saying I was just a little hot. Quinkin, let's hurry and watch the movie. I thought to myself, please don't get any closer. Otherwise I really won't be able to hold out. Quinkin looked at my embarrassed expression and felt very pleased. It seems I still have some charm. She thought to herself, let's take it slow. I mustn't scare Hao away again like I did when we were kids. Anyway, if Hao gets scared later, he'll proactively stick close to me. The horror movie I'm playing is Sadako, but the style seems a bit off. Why is it a man climbing out of the well? Has the world even reversed genders in movies now? This is truly it. A gender-swapped horror movie actually makes me feel no sense of fear. Suddenly a scream came from beside me. Sister Kinkin was so scared she grabbed my arm tightly. I asked her if she was scared. Sister Kinkin asked if I thought she was useless. You a boy aren't afraid, but your older sister is actually scared. Sister Kinkin was about to cry. I didn't expect the scared one to be me. Which man would like such a cowardly woman? I comforted my sister, telling her that being afraid of ghosts is normal. I wouldn't mind it. Kinkin leaned on my shoulder and said, as long as Hao doesn't mind, that's fine. She thought to herself, Hao is rarely this proactive. Who would have thought that this misfortune would lead to a huge gain? Although she knew it was wrong, her heart raced every time Kinkin got close to me. I can't really have any improper thoughts about her, right? Suddenly a warning bell rang in my heart. It was as if a voice was saying, your dad will reach the battlefield in 5 seconds. This is not good, my dad will kill me. Sister Kinkin asked what I was muttering to myself. I hurriedly awkwardly said nothing. It was late and the movie was over. I stood up and said to Sister Kin, it's getting late. Let's go to sleep. Kun Jae suddenly grabbed my hand. She said, alright, let's go upstairs together. After I entered the room, I realized Kun Kin Ji was still standing at the door, not leaving. She nervously said, how? Can I sleep with you tonight? It seemed she was really scared just now. So she didn't dare to go back to her room alone, right? Sister Kinkin asked me with a hint of disappointment if Hao was unwilling. Since you said that, sister, if he's a man he can't refuse. I said, as long as you don't mind, sister. I certainly don't mind either. Sister Kinkin said she's actually very brave, but she got a little scared when she saw a dark figure outside the window just now. That's why. I told Sister Kinkin not to explain, we're family after all. No matter what she's like, I won't mind. Sister Kinkin suddenly felt moved and called out to Hao. Then she hugged my head. Before long she fell asleep. But how am I supposed to sleep like this? When Sister Kinkin woke up, she stretched. It's so wonderful to sleep while holding Hao. But I was so exhausted, it felt like I was about to die. This scared Sister Kinkin to death. She asked me what was wrong. I could only force myself to sit up and say I was fine. I thought to myself, it's a miracle I didn't die from suffocation. What normal person could sleep through that? Sister Kinkin said, poor thing. She promised she'd never make me watch horror movies again. Look how scared the child is. Has she even said Hesh would steam me a bowl of egg custard to replenish my health? I do need to replenish my health. I woke up feeling completely drained. This is unbelievable. My phone kept receiving messages while I was washing up. I didn't know who was bothering me so early in the morning. It was long. He actually made my photo into that kind of baby emoji. I almost exploded on the spot. My baby, your sister. Longji is always messing with this kind of stuff. It seems I have to give him special training. Let him regain his manly vigor as soon as possible. When I went downstairs, Sister Kinkin had already changed her clothes. It seemed like she was looking at something, so I asked her what she was doing. She said, "Oh no, you caught me." She was chatting with a friend, and she had even received a meme from How. I said, "That's just something Longji does when he's bored. Sister Kinkin, please don't use it." Sister Kinkin smiled and said she definitely wouldn't need it. In the next second, her expression suddenly turned serious. She quietly said, "How's goodness should belong only to me." Sister Kinkin's expression scared me so much I broke into a cold sweat. I asked her what she just said. She immediately returned to normal and said it was nothing. She told me to hurry and go to school. Walking on campus, everyone was pointing at me. It seems everyone's using my emoticons. What a disaster. Overnight, I became an internet celebrity. The girls in my class all came to ask for my autograph. I had to stubbornly deny it. Pushing open the classroom door, I shouted, "Lin Yai Long, get out here." But Longji looked at me innocently with a cute and silly expression. He suddenly excitedly asked me, "Do you still want him to make a few more emojis? He has many more photos here." I threatened him to delete them immediately. Otherwise, I'll cut off his supply of HUD evening. Suddenly, someone called me from behind. It was Yua. She asked me if I was unhappy. Said I was fine. "Why did you cut your hair?" Yua said, "Didn't you mention on the phone the other day that my hair was too long? So I decided to cut it short." Yua leaned over and whispered to me. She would take me to her secret base at noon. I'll definitely be in a good mood then. At noon, Yua took me to her secret base. I didn't expect it to be a battlefield. We could only hide behind a table, shivering in fear. Why does Yua think I'll feel better coming here? What the heck is going on? I just wanted some peace and quiet. Yua suddenly called me. I quickly covered her mouth. Suddenly I felt something strange in my hand. "Oh my god, Yua, what are you doing?" This self-proclaimed cute girl. I almost drowned because I couldn't breathe properly. I told her it's just like swimming, you have to breathe. Looks like it's better to avoid such dangerous actions in the future. Just now, Yua brought me to her secret base. But the noise here is too loud, it's really disturbing my focus. Unexpectedly, Yua suddenly called my name. I quickly covered her mouth with my hand. Suddenly I felt something strange in my palm. "Oh my god, Yua, what are you doing?" Without a word, Yua pounced on me. And that's how the opening scene happened. As I held Yua's hand, I'm considering whether or not to date Yuawa. On one hand, there's Kinkin, my ideal Yander goddess. On the other, there's this world's treasure girl, the obedient and innocent Xiao Yua. Could it be that I really have the constitution of a scumbag? At this moment, I really don't know how to choose. At this time, Wei Nan is listening to his secretary's report. The secretary said that Zhang Hao's matter is not something we fueled. With his looks and effortless attitude, it's hard for him not to become popular online. Wei Nan thought to himself somewhat smugly. He truly deserves to be the man she chose for herself. But she doesn't want my photo circulating online. The high attention could interfere with my normal life. So she ordered her secretary to find a way to take my photo down. The secretary nervously said that countless people had saved the photo. Even Zhang Hao's middle school photos have been dug up. There's really no way to clean it up. Wei Nan's gaze suddenly became unfriendly. She merely glanced at it with displeasure. The secretary immediately and obediently replied that she would take care of it right away. Wei Nan picked up her phone. All over social media, it's full of my photos. And they've even been tagged with human male beauty guide. Wei Nan's temples throb. My man is not something these trash women can even dream of. But those are all his old photos. If I'm not mistaken, then none of these could be Zhang Hao. The person he's now is the one I like. The real him. Wei Nan turned to glance at her desk. It was already piled high with documents. Now all she thinks about all day is Zhang Hao. And she hasn't processed a single document. How'd I fall so deep? Zhang Hao, you are truly my nemesis. Why can't you just surrender? Wei Nan gazed at her reflection in the mirror. If you keep resisting like this, I really don't know what crazy thing I might do. Wei Nan lifted her hand and gently touched her lips. Memories once again filled her mind. Domineering female CEO turned and walked away resolutely. Others don't even think about it. You can only be my man. I was forced by the domineering female CEO to reveal my dating standards. After hearing them, she said, "So you like women with a fatherly tone? Could it be that in your previous world, women were originally like that?" Just now, I saw Wei Nan's car at my doorstep. The window rolled down, revealing a pretty face. I said frantically, "Why is it you again?" I told her last time that we should avoid seeing each other if possible, and she didn't object at the time. What does this all mean now? Does being a domineering CEO mean you can go back on your word like that? Wei Nan actually started acting like a spoiled brat. She said she wanted to keep her promise too. But she can't control herself, what can she do? I said, "You're a CEO worth billions. And you were even a special forces soldier. Now you're telling me you can't control yourself. I don't believe it." She said Zhang Hao's photos are everywhere now. It's hard for her to avoid seeing them. And those trashy women dare to say those nonsense things online. She suddenly grabbed my tie. The man I like is he also someone they can meddle with? I thought this is bad. This woman goes crazy at the slightest provocation. If this blows up and Sister Kin Kin sees it, it'll be even worse. So I said, Mr. Wei, let go first. Open the car door, I'll talk to you in your car. Once in the car, I got straight to the point. I like the type of girl who occasionally acts cute, obedient, soft. Not someone like you who resorts to force at the slightest disagreement. I thought to myself that being with Wei Nan felt like I had to do everything she said, like I was being kept, which made me very uncomfortable. Unexpectedly, Wei Nan suddenly laughed. She said, so you like women with a daddy voice? This strange description made me a little speechless. I was stunned for a moment before realizing there's nothing wrong with that. Wei Nan turned to look into my eyes and said, could it be that in your original place? Women were always like that. I knew she was testing me. Having been prepared, I remained calm like a still pond. I shook my head and said, you don't need to test me. Another world is just your imagination. I never admitted that. As long as you know I'm not into your type, that's enough. Wei Nan disdainfully said that women without abilities can't be compared to her. Money and status aren't a problem. As long as I stay at home and be her man. Anything I want, I'll get. Isn't that great? Her words really hit me hard. Living a carefree life and eating soft rice used to be my dream in my past life. Thinking about it now, it's actually quite tempting. I suppressed my feelings of excitement. I told her you should shop around first. After comparing prices, you might find me to be just so-so. She suddenly pinched my face. She asked me ominously, how do you know so much? You must have someone you like, right? Is it Ming? But as far as I know, she's not the kind of woman you're describing. I pulled her hand away and told her not to bring Yuo into this. But who knew that would knock over the vinegar jar again? What did you say? Yuhua. You actually called her so affectionately. I'm really losing my mind. I told you, when will you be done with this? You get this angry over a simple nickname. Then how about I call you Nan Nan from now on? Or Little Nan works too? I didn't expect her to go from an aggressive expression to a defensive one. Then she blushed and turned away, saying that's enough. She actually got shy over a nickname. I told her not to take it seriously. It's just a normal nickname between friends. If you don't act like a pretentious, second-rate CO, I'd be happy to be friends with you. Wei Nan didn't speak, but his face was already red to the ears. Okay, I'm leaving now. You should go home and eat dinner too. After getting off the car, I was sweating profusely. Wei Nan wouldn't really cling to me every day, would he? At this time, a man in a hooded jacket walked towards me. He said, hello, little brother. I'm a friend of Zhang Gankin. He took off his hood and took out a gift box. Could you do me a favor and give this gift to your sister? This person looks a bit familiar. In the next moment, I finally remembered. Isn't this the exhibitionist who sent photos to Sister Kin Kin? So it's you. Sister Kin Kin changed into a gentle, neighborly big sister, just to win me over. She not only always intentionally or unintentionally displays her charm, but also proactively hands her salary over to me for safekeeping. Just now, that exhibitionist who sent those photos to Kinkin G actually asked me to help him deliver a gift. I told him he's been sending all those messy photos to Kinkin G. I warned him that if I catch him doing it again, I'll call the police. Before leaving, he even made some harsh remarks. He swore that he would definitely make Sister Kin fall for him. When we got home, Sister Kin Kin said our parents weren't home today. She was too lazy to cook, so she just bought some fast food. But when we were eating the fast food, Sister Kin Kin kept showing off her flirty charm. It was really hard to handle. It almost made me wonder if she was doing it on purpose. How can I eat this? Sister Kin Kin suddenly sighed. I asked her what was wrong. Is something bothering you? Sister Kin Kin said how I was too popular. She's even a little jealous. I was startled and said, Sister, don't tease me. I don't want to be an internet celebrity. Sister Kin Kin said that many influencers are playing it close to the edge now. They're always showing their arms and legs. How I can't do that? If anyone's gonna look, only I can. The sentence earlier was still somewhat normal, but the next sentence almost sent me packing. Sister Kin Kin is freaking out right now. There are so many people obsessed with how right now. I wonder how many more suitors there will be in the future. There's no time left. I have to take action myself. I was typing away at night. Kun Kin came in holding her laptop, asking if she could work with me. Would it disturb me? I said of course not, it won't disturb me. But why did Kin Kin suddenly change her style? This gentle, neighborly big sister look is really a treat for the eyes. Kun Kin was very happy when she saw that I agreed. She said she loved spending time with How. Even dealing with troublesome tasks would make her happy. After saying that, she took an envelope out of her pocket. She said this is her day's wage, 3,000 yuan. She spends money extravagantly. So she wanted me to keep it for her. I cursed in my heart how unfair the world is. Why did I work so hard in my past life moving bricks, only to earn a fraction of what Sister Kin Kin makes? Sister Kin Kin said that even though she's an intern, she's already able to assist the lead surgeon. She helped with a small surgery today. So she earned 3,000 yuan. It's not much though, so this is how Sister Kin Kin does it. She actually wants me to realize her abilities. I was stunned. Isn't 3,000 yuan a decent salary? Sister Kinkin said that ordinary students don't have the qualification to help out. But my sister is special. She has some talent. Moreover, my sister entered the university with the top score in the national science exam. She was granted an exception to start clinical internship early at the hospital. Even those with a FIDE might not be able to perform surgery at the age of 30. Although my sister isn't the lead surgeon, her performance on the operating table is already extraordinary. At this moment, I was completely in awe of Sister Kin. I thought to myself, if only I could earn this much money in the future. That way Dad and the others wouldn't have to work overtime so often. Sister Kin suddenly hugged me and said, haha, you're really thoughtful. But it's not overtime for Mom and Dad. They're going on a business trip for a while. I asked curiously, are both of them on business trips? Kin said that because they took on a new project. It would take several days before they could return home. I was actually a little excited. If that's the case, doesn't that mean it will just be me and my sister at home for a long time? To have you spend all your time with such a stepsister, can you keep your heart as calm as a still ancient well? Anyway, I can't. Because my nosebleed hasn't stopped flowing, and Sister Kinkin clearly had no intention of letting me go. How can you come over and massage my shoulder? At this moment, I just want to say, someone save me. Just now. I weakly asked Sister Kinkin, why did you change clothes again? Who can stand this? Sister Kin said she planned to go straight to sleep after work, so she changed to her pajamas. She also asked why I was having a nosebleed again. Why so angry? Should I ask her to find me some medicine to cool down? I quickly said, it's okay, Sister Kun, you're busy. Sitting in front of the computer. I couldn't help but steal a glance behind me. Even though we've been together for so long, Sister Kin is truly captivating. Sister Kinkin suddenly sensed something. It seems she's keenly discovered my little peek. Sister Kin gave a charming smile. The next second, she unleashed her 18 flirting techniques. Rubbing her shoulders, she said, I've been using the computer for too long. My shoulder hurts so much. How can you come help your sister massage her shoulder? Next, please excuse me while I cut a minute. Otherwise you want to see me tomorrow. Kunkin's sister suddenly turned to look at me. She said that this weekend if I have time, how about taking Hao out to play? I hurriedly said, sure, I'm fine with anything. I think I've never gone out alone with Kunkin Ji before. Kunkin Ji said she needs to plan this carefully. After all, this is my sister's first date with Hao. I thought to myself, could Kunkin Ji really be going further and further down the path of being a little brother obsessed? Why is my speech getting so out of line? Seeing that it was getting late, I urged Kunkin Ji to go back to her room and sleep. We have to work tomorrow? Kun has been very happy these past 2 days. It seems like Hao won't dislike me anymore. I'm a little excited. I can go out with Kinkin on the weekend. I'm really looking forward to it. Then my phone suddenly rang. At this late hour, there's only one person who would call me. Sure enough, it was Wei Nan. I said, Big Sis, you're really persistent. If you're really lonely, I can introduce someone to you. Wei Nan said she hates men. Not just anyone can be her boyfriend. If you hate men, why are you still bothering me? She said she just wanted me to talk to her for a while. Then she started talking about the past on her own. I've seen countless types of men since I was young. My mother used me for fame and fortune. So I've always had a strong aversion to men. But after meeting you, I realized there are indeed different kinds of men in this world. I've been working hard since I was young. I spent all my time working except for the time I spent in the military. So I don't understand men. I don't know how to pursue men. And I certainly don't know how to make you happy. But whatever you want, I can definitely satisfy you. Our Fengong group has already started developing rockets independently. Even if you want the stars in the sky, it's not impossible. I said I don't want the stars. I just want you to stop bothering me every day. Wei Nan said she's already tried, but it didn't work. Let me try something else. I said I am going to sleep, and told her to hurry up and wash up and go to bed. Then I hung up the phone. Lying in bed, I couldn't help but reflect. Wei Nan's personality must be related to her childhood. Seems like Yua is the same. It looks like even rich kids have their struggles. Forget it, I won't think about her today. I had another strange dream. In the dream, someone asked me when I was a kid, do you have a wife? I timidly said, it's that terrifying little girl again. She pointed at me and said, now you do. From now on, I'll be your wife. You are not allowed to look at other women. This multi-billionaire domineering CEO is back to relentlessly hounding me. This time, she even brought a supercar fleet to block me at the school gate. And the naive and innocent Xiaoyua, after just one try, was already hooked. She even made excessive demands on me at school. What kind of karma is this I've created?